Check 1 2 3 1 2 3. All right, let's see if we could get this to work, because nothing works around here. You know how that goes. Okay, I think we're almost there. Hopefully, we're almost there. Let's see what's going to go on. Let's turn these headphones on. There we go. Try to get everything to work right. Actually, works better without the headphones, I think. Yeah, see? It's kind of weird, right? So I get the headphones on. By the way, good evening to the people that are starting to come on in. You're in the right spot. This is the Meme Machine. I got to tell you, we have had, it's a good thing that I'm a resilient guy. I got to tell you, it has been absolute friggin' hell. I mean, everybody has growing pains due to streaming in the streaming world, but I've been a broadcaster, a disc jockey, commercial reader, copy reader for many, many years. And I got to tell you, I have never in my life had so many friggin' issues with the different platforms. The mic will work, then it wouldn't work, then the mic that broke, and then the video wouldn't work properly. The Streamlabs, I'm still ready to choke these motherfuckers. I got to tell you, unbelievable. Oh, it's so easy to use. Just watch these several videos. They're 17 to 34 minutes each. There's 47 of them. What are you, nuts? I don't even put that much time into. I sleep like 6 hours a week. I'm going to watch 50 videos. And the next, and I'll tell you what, you know what they should call Streamlabs? It's called Streamlabs, AKA we're going to ask you to upgrade every goddamn second of the day. I kid you not. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want to scratch your ass? Oh, well, you need to upgrade. You know what? I already did, and it still sucks. OBS sucks too. Now, I know a lot of people like it and they use it, whatever. Could they make this stuff any smaller? I mean, I can't even read the shit. How you doing, Budweiser? How's it going? I'm gonna take a call. Look at that. Hello? Yeah, well, what's going on is we're live right now. So I have the headphones plugged in, and the headphone thing is disengaged, and I have it on the right hand side. That one you said, right? Oh, right, because when I turn the headphones on, it's supposed to be able to hear through the headphones. But now when I turn the headphones on, it cuts out again. You gotta love it, man. It's unbelievable. Who the fuck would make something that defaults that way? How did you get the volume up on the mic, by the way? You gotta have to put some speed behind what you're saying. Hurry up. Okay, I've been pressing them. All right, hold on a minute. I'm gonna put you on speaker, but you're live, so. All right, so I'm gonna put the headphones on now. So we have power on, right? And the mic is complete. You know what I mean? Like it's not, something's not kosher here. So I'm pressing the plus sign. You know what I mean? It's doing nothing. How do you do that? Okay, I did that. Say that again. Try pressing what? Okay, but it's still on the headphone one.
That's fine. Keep doing it.
Okay.
Once you've done that, switch it back over.
By pressing the middle button.
Exactly.
Okay, I did that. I switched it back over.
Is it working now?
What?
Is it working now?
Let me turn the headphones on. Well, the headphones were on. Now it sounds better without the headphones on. It's very odd. It's a completely opposite of yesterday. So I'm going to turn them on. So now it's on. All right. So now we have the power on and the mic, nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's incredible, isn't it? Can you hear me or no? Yeah. It's odd. So I can't hear anything through the headphones. Zero, zilch. And I've pressed it about 4 billion times. So any suggestions on that? Because it worked yesterday, but of course it doesn't work now. Why would it?
Check to make sure the settings on the computer are fine. Because if you're done on everything with the headphones and the mic and it's still not going, then that means something got switched on the computer.
Yeah, but nobody touched anything on there. It still says output device, headphones, input device, microphone. So that's correct.
Did you try turning the volume up on the computer itself?
Why would I do that? I don't want the computer volume up. Well, it's up all the way.
I was going to say, because if the output is the headphones, then that means turning it up should turn the volume up in the headphones.
It's interesting. Yesterday it sounded better with the headphones on, clear as a bell. Now it's dead. You cannot hear a goddamn thing.
But it's going to sound silly. Did you charge the headphones?
Absolutely. Yep, I did.
I have no other suggestions. I don't know what to tell you.
All right, so let's see. Now, if I do that, I can't. Now I have it on headphones again. You know what I mean? But now I can hear. Well, you're watching right now, correct? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can't see you.
Right. Can you? Okay, let's try to. Let me put this a different way. What platform are you listening to then?
Hold on. I'm going to turn YouTube on.
Because it's a better way to get a. Yeah, it's very, very odd that all of a sudden it's switched. Like, who the fuck would make something that would default to low, off, and completely retarded? I mean, that's exact. Doesn't it save? That's got to be the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. Are you there? Are you there yet?
I'm watching your live, and you're coming clear.
What platform?
YouTube.
So you can hear me fine right now.
Yes.
All right. Well, that's good to know. So apparently, if I turn the headphones on, it goes dead. But if I don't, that's got to be the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard of. All right. So now the power is on. Can you still hear me, or no?
1 second.
Jesus, I thought you were listening to it. Yes or no?
Yeah, we're good.
So you can hear me clearly, even though I can't hear myself. Like I said, it's weird. It's weird. It keeps like just kind of cutting off and on. It's the best. I don't know. Anyway.
I'm on YouTube listening to you right now, and you're coming in clear as anything.
Okay, well, that's good. As long as I'm coming in clear. I can't hear myself in the wait a minute. I can't hear myself at all on the headphones whatsoever. So is it supposed to stay on headphone or is it supposed to stay on microphone?
It's supposed to stay on headphones, and that's the output.
Say that last part again, louder.
It's supposed to be on headphones.
All right. Yeah, but I'm not hearing myself on it. But you know what? All right, maybe you could take a look at it when you come by. Like last night, you could hear it clear as a bell through the earphones. Now, absolutely zilch. But hey, look, if the people can hear me, yeah, it keeps clicking off and on. Remember yesterday it did that where it would go bling, bling, bling. You know what I mean? Yep, it's doing it like a motherfucker right now. Gotta love it. All right. Thanks for everything. Yeah, I'll see you. All right, bye. Oh, you heard it there, folks. So it's kind of working. So whatever you do, if you buy $560 Sony headphones, be prepared to have them work like dog shit. Just be prepared for that. The Sony, the one and only, aka dog shit. Actually, it's not even the headphones. It's just we have a different mic because the other mic I had, the Shure mic, this is very similar to that. And apparently it is the most volatile piece of thing, you know what I mean, ever. So there's like a little, you can't see from here, but there's like a little micro USB. I couldn't see the other night and I kind of banged into the wire. That's it, man. 300 something dollars down the drain because one of the teeth pulled off. And the XLR, brand new computers, like I have a Windows 11 Pro on this laptop. It's a 64 gig. It's got everything top of the line. It does not read it, if you can believe it. So it does not read it. If I had a piece of shit one and like, 8 gig or something like that, it'd be working like beautiful, like gangbusters. But anyway, what's the difference? As long as you guys can hear me, I'm hoping that you're gonna have a good time. We will have a good time. We haven't been here long, but we're here for a good time. So I hope everybody else is doing well. Yeah, I see what you're typing in there. Yeah, OBS is confusing. People make it sound like, oh, it's so easy. You know what it is? It's free. So when something is free and it doesn't have to use a lot of system resources or anything like that, people will automatically go, well, I could save $11 a month. This is much better. I'd rather give you $100 a month and just have the goddamn thing work, honestly. I mean, I can't even get a start screen to work properly on there. And I'm not like an idiot. I'm not like, Bill Gates, but I am more than computer literate. And first of all, it's so teeny tiny. I can't even see the shit. So there should be a disclaimer. If you're over the age of 40, forget it. It ain't going to happen. Yeah, we had so many. I mean, it's been a goddamn disaster, but I am resilient. So I went and I got another microphone. It's like F Deucey or I just call it Fadouche. So anyway, thank you. Yeah, I know I do sound better. I sounded great on the Shure mic, but and that one you could go closer. You could be farther away. It could do stuff to your voice too. I never really did anything to my voice. This is my voice. So you could either have 3 settings on that: natural, which is what I am, low, or high. And then you can mess with the compression and the gain and everything. With this one, can't really do that. It doesn't have the same stuff, and that's why it's a bit cheaper than the Shure one. But thankfully, I have a good voice, so I brought that with me tonight. Anyway, I hope everyone's doing good. Happy Hump Day, baby. Little Hump Day. It's pretty cool. We said we were going to do trivia, you know what I mean? And that's something that we did on Saturday nights. But I mean, we could do that tonight. And I have a different way of doing stuff. So we have the 833-777-MEAN hooked up. That's the toll free. But if you don't feel like doing that, and obviously I was just talking to one of my engineers on the phone. They're not here. They're at the gym. Yeah, they're at the gym. So when he gets here, it'll be even better. But we have actually 2 guests for Saturday night, which is not just like your surprise guests. Like, surprise, there's no freaking guests. What do you want? Huh? This is brand new. We haven't made $1. But I like to thank my followers. We've gained a lot of followers on Twitter. We haven't even restarted our Twitter account. It's been less than 90 days. We're at 900. I don't know. I think we got like 950 something, almost 1,000 in less than 90 days. So that's pretty cool. Getting some followers on Twitch, a few on Kick. YouTube exploded today. I ran an ad, and it got 385 views in the last 20 minutes. So, I mean, that might sound ridiculous, but shit, that ain't bad. It's a good start, right? Gonna have some growing pains. That's the way it goes. Anyway. So I tried to fiddle around with the settings, especially for Twitch. It was only allowing followers, subscribers who are followers, to actually type in the chat. I took that off of there because if somebody wants to check it out before they follow, or follow before they want to subscribe, that's cool. I mean, that's fine. Nobody's forcing you to do anything. We're not putting a gun to your head. This is this is Jersey, but you know what I mean. You may have to switch mic input on. Yeah, you know what? I thought of all that. I have about, there's like 8 speakers. There's 6. There's so many things going on with it, bud. It's a lot. I'm telling you, it is. There's a lot of different. Now it finds stuff like it'll automatically find it, but like it'll take out all ambient noise, which is a fancy way of saying background noise. But here's the funny thing: I cannot get any music to play clearly in the background because it only wants to pick up my voice. So it's like, okay, if you don't want to just isolate your voice, you want to have music in the background, great. But then you can't isolate my voice. It's the dumbest shit ever. You know what I mean? But if I had like an Xbox 360, spent $18 at Radio Shack 20 years ago when it was open or whatever, and got a stupid iCord, all of a sudden I can play music in the background and sound clear. But if you spend $3 or $4 grand, then a bunch of stuff, and then you forget it. No, screw you, man. You know what? We're gonna have fun anyway. I don't give a shit. I'm in a good mood. I have no idea why I'm in a good mood. It's probably because I took my recycling out. I like doing stuff like that, you know. You know, I'm in a good mood. You know, I should probably just take like take the headphones off because it's not doing anything for me anyway. Usually you can hear clearly through it, but I don't know. It's weird. I have a little bit of nice music. So because we're on YouTube, the funny thing is their algorithm will go up your ass with a mining light. So I had just the very beginning of Back in Black on the other day. You know, dun, 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 that's all it took, man. People from Warner Brothers came in the helicopter, you know, the black helicopters like the CIA, and muted my ass. Because if they don't get every goddamn dollar, I've been spending money on that when it was an album, a CD, and then a stream and everything else, and have it on Spotify. I must have that album came out in 1980. I must have spent billions of dollars on it, but I can't play 2 fucking seconds of something before they swoop in. You know what? They muted most of that, and that's fine. YouTube could kiss my ass, and you could print that. You know, and that's another thing. Submit your ID. I don't know if you guys are familiar with YouTube, but submit your ID so you can be verified, so you can open up all these other things that regular people can't get to. Not once, but twice. Did it in February, and then I did it again 30 or 35 days later. It wasn't denied. They just said, oh, it's not acceptable or something. Well, that's my driver's license, dude. What do you mean it's not acceptable? In other words, just say we're going to bend you over for a few months, and until you get your channel going the way you want it, we're not going to do ugats for you. That's what it really should say. Since when did they? So the government, I can leave the country, everything else with that ID, but it's not good enough for YouTube. Them and their algorithm can go fuck themselves. And I hope they hear it. I hope they see it, and I hope they mute it because they have put me through hell. You know what I mean? Oh, but if you want to buy shit or whatever, clear as a bell. Nothing muted on that now, is there? I'm actually I have a co-credit for a song, actually a few of them where I mixed as a DJ in the background years ago, and actually have album credits on there. I played part of that the other day. They muted that too. That's when you get Lulu, if you know what Lulu is. You know, like Lighten Up or Lawyer Up. That's Lulu. They didn't even bother to check. Just boom, just slam it on there. And then they wonder why small channels are so hard for them to do well. Well, maybe if you weren't screwing us on everything. But I'm going to go over this stuff with the YouTube, and it's not all their fault. What do they know? It's an algorithm. It's really annoying. You know what I mean? That people try so hard to do certain things, and they don't make it any easier. Yeah. They don't want to make things easier for you. I don't know why. It shouldn't have to be that way. Anyway, we will do some trivia, and I have an idea about getting some, to do it differently. So if you're not going to call the toll free number, and some people don't like doing that, that's mostly active on Saturdays. However, basically you're going to I'm going to show stuff like on the screen, whether it's sports or movies or music or whatever, and just flash it. You know what I mean? Like you're having an acid trip, but just briefly and a lot safer. And like I might say, okay, what Super Bowl is this? And who was the MVP? And then I flash it. Doesn't, and then you have just a certain like 5 seconds to figure it out. And then you can win the trivia or try to stump me by asking me a question. I can spin the wheel. It's above my Put my shoulder. I'll switch camera angle for you. I don't know if you can see it. It's back over there. Oh, we can switch cams. And then boom. And just like that, magic. Everybody likes magic. Everybody likes magic. It's so weird. It's so weird. It's like, as soon as I turn the headphones off, it sounds better. But I put them on, like I can hear myself on there, and it goes beep. Nope, and then it just starts beeping again. You want to take your own life. That's it. It's so the dumbest defaults. Who would have a default that's that low that you can't hear or say anything that it doesn't work? Who the hell would do that? What is the reasoning behind that? Is what I'm guessing. I'm saying. Anyway, you guys can talk about whatever you want to. Type stuff in the chat. We have chat coming up in YouTube. We have some coming in through Twitch and Kick, and probably on Twitter as well. That's more like tweets and retweets and that kind of thing. So it's not really chatter. So you know what? We could go over. I wanted to talk a little bit about. Obviously, I'm a Steeler fan. You got Allen Robinson. I don't know if you guys remember him. He had a great few years, wide receiver. He was on the Rams, and he went, I think, to the Bears, and he had some injury problems and stuff like that. But they're giving him a physical. The Steelers are, and if they like what they see, and they're gonna snatch this, gonna Minecraft this guy right out of L.A. and bring him right to the Steelers. They have made more moves, the Steelers, this offseason, right before the draft, than any year I can remember, and that includes the 80s. I'm serious, man. If you want to compete with the cream of the crop in the AFC, forget about the NFC for right now, just the AFC, being the Bengals, the Bills, obviously the Chiefs, teams like that, you got to roll, baby. You don't have time. So we signed Patrick Peterson. We got a bunch of other people too. They're not messing around. You know what I mean? We got some offense, revamped the offensive line. In other words, a force to be reckoned with. You know what I mean? We still have Pickett, who's he's just entering his sophomore season. He's going to be awesome. You got George Pickens, who was a rookie last year. Awesome. You got Allen Robinson, Najee Harris. Not a bad defense. You still have Minkah Fitzpatrick and people like that. So it's going to be pretty cool. I mean, just to be able to be competitive again. I mean, we just missed the playoffs, but we won like the last 8 out of 9 games. Anyway, I don't know if Aaron Rodgers is going to be staying put. There's also talk about Austin Eckler from the Chargers, from the LA Chargers. He might get traded to the Eagles, I heard. Who the hell would want to go from the Chargers to the Eagles? I know that the Eagles are a better team, so you'd rather not be in San Diego. I still call them that. You'd rather not be in the warmth of LA. You'd rather go and play in Philly, where they grease the poles before and after their playoff games. And forgive me, I keep moving from different camera angles and everything, so it's going to be like that. Trying to look over here, trying to look over there. You know what I mean? I don't know if Allen Robinson is going to go to the city. He's got to pass this physical, though, but the Steelers have made more moves in the offseason, right, leading up to the draft, like I just mentioned, than any time that I can remember. And I'm not kidding. It's been a while since they were this active. So obviously that's a good thing. I'm just looking around at some different stuff here. Like I said, this is not a bad mic. It's not a Shure mic, but it's really close. Let's see what we got here. Let's take that off there so I could actually see what people are typing. Hey, DMD. There he is, Drunken Master. What's happening, bro? Thank you for stopping by. That's awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, that man is large and in charge, but I love that guy. He's awesome. I go into the room even if I'm going to go and take a shower or something like that. I still leave it on while you're streaming. That way, I guess that means that it's good for like longer viewing and everything like that. Sometimes I'm not at the computer screen, but a lot of solid people out there, and he's definitely one of them. Everybody supports each other. Not everybody, but there's certain people that do it and have been encouraging, and you know what I mean. And that means a lot to me. Thank you, thank you. So yeah, I don't know if Eckler. I mean, I was just reading about that. They said that he might go to the Eagles or whatever. I'm not. Why would the Chargers get rid of him? I don't get that. That's weird. I don't know. Still moving around the. Still moving around and playing around with the. There's certain things that you can play around with while you're doing the stream, but there's other things that are locked that you cannot change once you're live. You have to like go offline. But I didn't go on Facebook tonight, and no TikTok, none of that stuff. Right now, we're on Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. And we're not live broadcasting, by the way, tonight. That's Saturday nights. Wednesday nights is just regular streaming. Yeah, Big Ben. Kind of missed Roethlisberger, and I thought we were going to have a couple of rebuilding years or whatever. But I'll tell you what, this kid Pickett, man, coming right out of Pittsburgh, homegrown talent. Yeah, maybe Austin Eckler did rage you one night, bro. What did you put on DMD? What did you put on Twitter before? I was putting some stuff in there, and I read, so I was laughing. What was it? Let me look real quick. I was I don't know. I can't even look right now, but it was something kind of funny. Anyway. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, but there was something else too. Yeah, I saw that. Wasn't there something else like clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right? Something like, or it was something, I don't know. I don't remember. It was funny, whatever it was. I like that. This guy's like 6'5", a humongous man. He's telling people he's going to give out hugs. That takes a big man to be able to get away with that. I got to tell you. Yeah, he's homegrown. You know what I mean? There was people that came out of Pittsburgh that were homegrown, and we didn't take advantage of. One of the biggest flubs of all time is not taking Tony Dorsett back in the day. He came out of Pittsburgh. And, of course, the numero uno mistake of the decade was not taking Marino. Also came out of Pittsburgh. He would have loved to have been a Steeler. It's where he grew up. God forbid we do that. No, instead of Marino, the morons and the Steelers, we take and we trade up for David Woodley, who later on did a Bod Scott and drank himself to death, and he had just lost the Super Bowl. So naturally, the Steelers won him. Could have got Tony Dorsett. Instead, I don't know what we did on that one. But I guess when you have Franco and Rocky Bleier, it didn't matter. And then one of the biggest screw-ups of all time, we said that this one young quarterback a long, long time ago, he showed some signs of improvement, but we didn't have the kind of time to wait for him to come around. By the way, that was Johnny Unitas. How fucking stupid are we? Honestly. Imagine if they only went with Lydell Mitchell. But thank God he was the number one in the early 70s, number one at Penn State. Instead, we took the number 2 guy. That happened to be Franco Harris. It's probably the last good thing that we did other than Big Ben. My God. Could have had Marino. With that defense that the Steelers had in the 80s, well, the 70s, obviously, but in the 80s and then going to 90s with Marino on the offense rather than friggin' Mark Malone or Cliff Stout or all these other friggin' jokers that we had, we would have been the Super Bowl like every other year. I don't get it. It's a blue-collar team. We don't like spending a lot of money, but we're spending it right now. But it's not all about the Steelers. You know what I mean? I want to see what the Giants are going to do. Where the hell is Aaron Rodgers going to go? Is this guy, has it all been bullshit and he's going to just stay in Green Bay? What's the story there? Anybody know? Anybody want to comment on that? Yeah, and you know what? They had the number there. That was supposed to be the retirement of his number 32 on Christmas Eve, and that was the 50th anniversary of the Immaculate Reception. You see, I wear the sweatshirts, I got the pins, I got all that stuff. I got Franco right here. Check this out. See that? The official. Yeah. Got the little patch on there. You know what I mean? Good stuff. But yeah, it was sad. He passed away like 2 days before that. I was crushed. Growing up, watching that man play, loved him. Loved her. I mean, not just the immaculate reception. I was like 2 years old when that happened. I'm talking about just the fact that that guy would put that entire team on his back when Bradshaw would suck. And he had days where he really couldn't stop throwing interceptions. Franco Harris would pick up the slack. I miss him a lot. And how come, since we're Madden people here, how come there's no Franco Harris? Not just because I'm a diehard Steeler fan. How come there's no tribute card? And it's, hey, dude, what's happening, man? You're in Chicago. Did you get me my deep dish pizza? You get me my cheese whiz, boy? Remember that from the Blues Brothers? All right, cool, man. I'm glad to see you. All right, the boys, all the fellas are starting to come in. It's very near and dear to my heart. You see what I mean? I go in their rooms, I follow them, I sub to them or whatever, and they return the favor, and they're coming in mine and checking out my content. And it's a different setup. I'm not even in the same category with these guys. I'm in a talk show, a podcast, that kind of thing. But we talk about everything: movies, music, sports. It doesn't matter to me. It's never-ending subjects. Something for everybody. It's inclusive, you know? I do want to talk about Madden because I just spent millions of dollars in Madden money, Madden coins, and I just bought a shitload of players. I didn't even wait for them to drop in price. Said the hell with it. What am I going to do? I'm going to sit on 19 million. The hell with it. So I spent like, I don't know, like 7 million or something like that. I got everybody, including Cam. Got the 99 Cam. Got Patrick Peterson. Got Two-Tole Jones. I got Falk. All the newer guys, of course. The new Rod Woodson. How to get him. The new Pickett. Yeah. I haven't tried them yet. I have 3 teams, and one of them is a Steelers theme team, which I haven't even played yet because I'm just kind of like adding pieces to him. Like I had to get Juju Smith-Schuster as a backup, you know, because he was a Steeler. Put him in there, and you got to toggle back and forth, and it's just a lot. You know what I mean? A lot to deal with, but I'm almost there. I had to get Al Woods. He's on Seattle, but he was also a Steeler at one time. Gravedigger was also a Steeler at one time. So you got to figure out all the chemistries and everything, you know? But yeah, I threw in Pickett in there, and Elway is all chems too. So he's the backup. So I get that. So you could go up to level 10 with the theme team, I think is the max. I'm at level 9. So I have 45 Steelers. And then I'll I made Calvin Johnson a Steeler. I made Mike Singletary a Steeler. But people like that, people that you can convert like that, that's pretty awesome. So it's not bad. They're at a 97 right now, that team. And then I have my regular Legends team with nothing but Ultimate Legends and regular Legends and LTDs and stuff like that. Oh, yeah, I have Emmitt Smith. I grabbed, I haven't even tried him yet, Night Train Lane. He's got a 99 speed, and I'm like, God damn. That's another thing. The days of you getting, like, I have Chris Carter, by the way. I have Randy Moss. I have all those guys. Whatever the best guys that you could get at any particular position, Sanders over here, whatever the case. I got Runyon on the line and Pouncey, all these different guys on the front. If I have them, and I'll tell you what, I still lose some games. It depends on the scheme and who you're playing, man. The days of running past these guys, like blowing by defenders, unless you're playing a solo or something, forget it. They're fucking glued to you, man. Tell me I'm wrong. Moss used to just blow by people with like 98 speed. He's like 6'4", jump up, contested catches, no problem. Touchdown anytime I want, throwing verticals. Now, I'm lucky if I could even find. And I got 2 guys. I got the safety coming over, right? He's starting to glide over. And I got the corner glued to him, which is usually like Sandcastle or Sanders or, someone like that. So forget it. You got to be creative. You got to throw slants. You got to do shit like that. And on defense, I'm a man guy. I like zone. But my attitude is my guys are better than your guys. So I'm going to play man. See if you can beat me. Okay. And I do play some zone. I do zone blitz, but I like to blitz. And obviously, if you blitz, unless you're blitzing from the zone, you're playing man, right? You got to send somebody. So I'll have like corner blitzes come in, safety blitzes. My front four is tremendous. Too Tall Jones, J.J. Watt, Reggie White. I got Jack Youngblood today. You know what I mean? These guys, you got 1, 2, boom, done. That's it. These guys are on you. But I got to tell you what, my favorite player, guy who I met and I actually used to work for years and years ago at his bar, juiced up or not, the best player on defense, in my opinion, is Lawrence Taylor. The guy is all over the field. He's all over the field. He's awesome. He really is. I mean, you could have like just Lawrence Taylor and like Carl Banks on the other side or whatever, and you're good. I got TJ Watt over there, but I got Charles Haley. I mean, I have top defenders, and sometimes you lose though, man. Sometimes someone's just better than you. The scheme that they're running, if you can't run, this is when bad things happen. Bad things happen when you start tossing the ball up. You know it, and I know. I don't care how good of a passer you are with the defenses that they have now, and these guys. Jesus Christ. It's really hard. I'm telling you, you got to be really creative. Really creative. You got to run the ball and play good defense. That's what wins championships. I play like the Bill Parcells shorten the game type of attitude. That's kind of what I do. But you start chucking the ball off early and often, either the defense will take part, they understand what's going on, or I will, and I'll figure it out. And they say, well, the middle linebacker position is really like nobody cares about that in this game. I beg to differ, man. As the user, if you're the user, one of the best places to be is right in the middle, because that way you could come up and sneak up for the run or go and help with pass protection. Well, actually, yeah, not so much pass protection, but to assist. What's a better place to be than right in the middle of the field? You go left, right, up, down. I mean, so people say, I mean, I love the middle linebacker. I got Junior Seau. I got all these different guys in there. I mean, you're not going to run against me. You have to pass against me. So I'm not going to say it live, but I'm susceptible to one particular type of passing. I have a real hard time shutting that down. But trying to run around the corners on me or getting the edge or going up the middle, you can forget about it. You're not going anywhere. Team is too good. They're just too good. But throwing, that's the only way you're going to beat me. I'd rather be on defense than offense. I love it. So if somebody, I do Xbox, not PlayStation for now, but if anybody wants to be part of whatever that is, squads or whatever the hell it is, I would love to be part of that if somebody's up for that, because I'll play the defense. I'll take care of that. You take care of the offense, and I'll play the defense. I guarantee they will not score more than a touchdown that entire game. There's no way. No way that would happen. I don't know. It's odd, though. Anyway, I don't know what's going to happen. The NFL draft is what, next week? Was it like the 27th or whatever it is? But it should be interesting. Carolina has that number 1 pick, right? They got that from the Bears. The Bears. And I'm just wondering. Should be some, the first few rounds should be interesting, Wondering why this is not scrolling for me. So on Twitch, the chat is kind of, I can't see it all. Maybe this is, I don't know. Somebody wants to type in the chat for me on Twitch, because it's coming up one place, but it's not coming up in the chat box. And like I said, I'm still adjusting this stuff, so I'm going through some growing pains right now. You're going to have to just bear with me on that. I'm sorry. It says, welcome to the chat room. Oh, wait. Just as I click this. Oh, there you are. What are you putting? Macaroni? What does that say? Macaroon. Thanks, Bubba. I feel weird calling you Budweiser. Budweiser. Remember the frogs? Budweiser. During the Super Bowl commercial. You know what was one of my favorite commercials of all time? And you guys know what I'm talking about. The was remember was that was like the early I think it was 2000. It was before 9/11. It was right in that area. And they had several of those commercials. I still think that I watched the old ones on YouTube and stuff. Funny as hell. What's that? That's pretty funny stuff. If you guys want to do some trivia, we'll do that in a little bit. Like I said, I still, even when we're not live broadcasting, which we're not tonight, that's Saturday, I still try to keep it within. I took the delay off, so the delay is only like 2 or 3 seconds. You'll notice. But I try to still keep it because I'm used to it, keeping it in radio format where I take breaks and that kind of thing. I'm going to start reading. Got some offers to read some commercials. We have not one but two possible sponsors, so I'm going to throw some freebies out there later on, and give them some, show them some love, and hopefully that'll lead to bigger and better things. But I kind of like the streaming. The streaming's cool. It's catapulting me, or will, to where I want to be back on satellite radio. And I met a lot of cool people on here. And I like having fun. I haven't been here for a long time, but we're definitely here for a good time. So with all the choices out there, you want to spend some time with the Meme Machine. Sometimes you just got to get mean, baby. And I'm your man. So that's cool. Yeah, we got people floating in and out, and that's why I keep moving. Keep moving around and stuff like that. I don't even know if you could hear that. Nice smoothing. Yeah, okay. Nice soothing music. Once we have more people later on, I'm going to go over the lady. I told Lillian that I would Lydia, that I would mention her again when I was on air, because that's the lady that sent me the Meme Machine and mean stuff. Like, she sent me Me Joe Green bobblehead and figurines and a shirt, an actual shirt that said Mean Joe Green. How cool is that? What a nice lady up in Massachusetts, Lydia. Love you, baby. Appreciate it. I tried telling you guys, chicks take me, but now you're starting to understand. Peace with chicken grease, my man. Wow, we're starting to blow up on YouTube a bit. Holy shit. I started the day. I mean, we're relatively new on there. We've had the YouTube channel for years, since like 2011 or something like that. But I just started putting, like, I'm not even posting videos yet. I'm just, my live streams have been automatically going on there, any VODs and stuff like that. I think this morning we had like 137 subscribers or something like that. That was this morning. We're up to 253. Now, I know for people that have millions or thousands of subscribers that they're laughing at that, but that's not bad. That's like 130% because they knew that I was going live tonight. So that's pretty cool. And we have 17 people watching on there right now, but it just bumped up to 33 people. So obviously you enjoy your joys, your voice of choice. That would be me, the Meme Machine. I'm going to take a quick pause. I'll throw some stuff on the because I'm playing around with different things here, so do something like that. There he is, Mean Joe, baby, the real Meme Machine. There he is, the original, I should say. Here's my banner. Catalyst Signworks made this banner for me. It's pretty cool, right? Except that's not the right one. I gotta take that one off of there. I have the one that he redid. He redid one for me. I gotta find it. Here it is. We'll add one on there. All right, let's see what we got. A lot going on. It's better than nothing going on. All right, so this is the one that he made for me. This is talking about Catalyst Signworks made this one banner for me. Let's see if you guys like this one. It's been updated a little bit and it's repositioned. See that? It's pretty cool, right? I like it. That was their idea too. I had the original emblem and everything in the 973 and the talker, and they just took it to another level. And that's like nothing compared to the stuff that they do. All right. I'm going to take a 3-minute pause. Be right back. You guys get to look at the real John Madden. Be right back. All right. All right, I'm back. I am back. Back with the crack, baby. God bless you. You make me feel brand new. I can only sing when I'm in the shower, with the water on, I should say. Because, kids, like I don't know if anybody out there that they have kids or whatever, when their kids are little. And Bill Cosby actually said this years ago in a skit. He said, go in the shower. Please turn on the water. You know, you got to tell them that. Otherwise, they just, Alexa, turn second light red. Alexa, turn first light red. Alexa, first light red. We got to yell at her sometimes. Ooh. It's like that movie, Natural Born Killers. Good movie, though. Good flick. Good flick. Really good flick. You know what I mean? I hope everybody can hear me okay, too. It's weird. The headphones. With the headphones on, I can actually hear fine. Well, as long as you guys can hear me, that's all. I could hear myself all day long. But yeah, so it's been really cool. A lot going on, though. I mean, with Major League Baseball happening, and you know, you got a lot going on all at one time. The basketball playoffs, hockey playoffs, you know, the NHL. It's like October. You know, like the first week of October, you have all sports going on in the World Series. Well, actually, the playoffs in the early October, you got football going on, and I miss football. And it goes so quick. It leads up to week one, and then boom, before you know it, it's the playoffs, and then it's the Super Bowl, and then fantasy sports, and you're playing Poker Stars because you are maxed out on FanDuel or whatever it is. And you know, I played some fantasy. I haven't really played fantasy this past year. I was just doing like straight betting. I should have stuck with fantasy because I'm in a goddamn fantasy if I think I'm ever going to win shit. I was a millionaire for 48 seconds. Yep, I was in first place in $1 million room, and my people had just scored all sorts of defensive touchdowns, everything all at one time. And so the number one got $1 million. It was like a 1.1 million. And I took a screenshot of it. By the time I was done taking the screenshot, somebody else has scored, and that was it. I moved to like 658th or whatever. But I was a millionaire for 48 seconds. So not even a full minute. So people said they get 15 minutes of fame. I got 48 seconds. I guess that's better than no seconds. It's better than those assholes that are doing scratch. You ever see these people outside, like whatever you got there, like a Quick Check or 7-Eleven or Circle K or whatever your convenience store, whatever particular state you might be in. These people, they could barely pay their electric bill. They had barely enough gas to get to the store, but yet they're buying $150 worth of scratch offs. Scratch this. Are you kidding me? And they're in there like, they got the same quarter since 1978, and they're scratching away and shit's going all over. And then they, you know, you can't even get up to the counter and buy like something to eat or drink or cigarettes or whatever you're getting, whatever you're there for, because the line for Lotto is through the freaking door. And this is when it's only like 1 million. Sorry, I'm too good for that. I got to wait till it's at least 20 million. Talk about prima donna. My God. Anyway, I hope everyone's doing good. Nice and chill in the middle of the week on your hump day. Hope everyone had a mean hump day. If you can't be good, if you can't be nice, you might as well be mean. That's the way I live it. Even though I'm not really mean, it's just a moniker. But we have a different microphone. The other one I destroyed along with 4. We're up to 4 controllers now that I've destroyed on Xbox because I like to rage against the machine, you know? So, anyway, expensive habit. I got some emails I'm going to read too, which, by the way, is meanmachine973@outlook.com. Our handle, coincidentally, on all platforms: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Kick, Twitter. It's all at meanmachine973. That's our area code there, just in case you were wondering. And it lets us differentiate between the different, there was like a movie or whatever it was. So that way you know it's us. Now, if you have Twitter, not everyone does, but if you do have Twitter and you want to follow us on there, well, I post all the updates plus a lot of funny stuff and what the giveaways are going to be, what the trivia is going to be like, what the discussion might or might not be for any particular time that when we're streaming, when we're live broadcasting, while we're streaming, while we're sitting on our head, whatever it is. Twitter is the best way to get the updates. Now, sometimes I put updates on other stuff, but it's just easier with Twitter. You could do it on your phone while you're sitting in the bathroom. I mean, not to be disgusting, but you know what I mean. If you can't do stuff while you're on the pot other than being on the pot, it's time to shit or get off the pot. That's what they say. I agree with that. I really do. But we have people coming in and out of the rooms and everything, so I'm moving around, trying to look everywhere. Different cameras. We'll do some trivia if you guys want to do that. I could spin the wheel, or we could just spit them out. They're $5, $10, and $20 questions. Or you could try to reverse that and try to stump me on a question. The same kind of thing. You would win, and we Venmo it or Cash App. PayPal is really starting to suck. So with their bullshit and their fees and everything. So Venmo or Cash App, if you have one or the other. And I will say this again because I didn't the other day. And I guess some people, I don't think people were turned off by it, but I wanted to give people options. That's why I did that. So I said, well, I did say, and you could go back to one of my other streams and listen to what I said Saturday night. I said, well, it's for subscribers only, whether they subscribe to Twitch or Kick or YouTube, which the YouTube one is free. And then I thought about that. I'm a process kind of person. So I thought about that. I'm like, you know what? It's not like I'm not trying to back anyone into a corner that they have to do this. Have this. So you know what? I'm keeping it as long as you're a follower on Twitter. If you want to subscribe to our YouTube channel, that would help me out. Fantastic. Great. Appreciate it. Not 100% necessary if you don't feel like it. If you want to watch content of mine prior to that, that's fine. I have no problem with that at all. And I mean that. If you want to follow, which is free on Twitch or Kick, then you're eligible. You don't have to be a subscriber to be eligible for the trivia. I second guessed myself on that a little bit. And you know what? I think that would be fine. And now if people want to on their own, because sometimes people follow and then they decide if they want to, hey, it's only $4.99, but you know what? That's your money. You should be able to spend it however you want to spend it. So that's what I did. So I changed it. So I also changed the chat to in Twitch and Kick and YouTube to you don't have to be a subscriber to be able to be in the chat. You don't have to be a follower either. You could type in the chat. Now, if you try to spam it or do anything stupid, you're going to get booted really quick. Like the rules say, when you click on it to come into the room over there, don't tug on Superman's cape. And I used to have the little Superman thing in the corner there. But I took it down because I couldn't read the chat. But anyway, got a little red glow this evening. Lower that a little bit there. Nice, easy, non-copyright music in the background. I mean, it is a talk show, so it's not like we can rock or anything. We're not gaming. I'm not playing Madden. I'm not playing the show or anything like that. I love all that stuff. I play it all the time, and I subscribe to people that actually play it. But I'm not a gamer. I'm a broadcaster, so it's not really all about music in here. It's about what we talk about, the trivia, the fun that we have, the jokes we tell, whatever you guys want to talk about. Obviously, that's not about me. It's about whatever you guys want to talk about, and that's cool. That's fine. I can't believe how YouTube has been exploding in the last several hours. I guess you could say that. I mean, I don't know. It's weird. Life is strange sometimes. Just refreshing the page. Oh, there I am. Yeah, thanks, man. On DMD, he was retweeting for me. Yeah, I mean, you know what? Running promotions on Twitter is not cheap by any stretch of the imagination. So whenever people, if you're following me on there and you want to retweet, that really helps me because it helps me get it out there, whatever message I'm doing. Anything funny or, it's not always about me. It's about like just something to lift your spirits. And then you're having a shitty day at work or whatever you might be doing and however you live your life or whatever. Sometimes it's nice to take a second and go, haha, that's funny. Or, oh yeah, that's cool. I remember that little a little trot down memory lane, if you will. I kind of like stuff like this. So I mix it up. Movies, music, sports, a lot of memes, funny stuff. Nothing wrong with that. It takes you 2 seconds to look at it. You get followers from it. And with those followers leads to people coming in on the streams or joining the trivia and the live broadcast and everything. Obviously, that's why I do it. And it's fun, You don't have to be here for a long time to be here for a good time. And so that's what we're trying to put something together that's special. Something that's cool, something that's a little bit different. It's not a regular talk show because I have to be in a category. So obviously I chose sports, but it could be movies, sports, music. It could be anything pop culture. We could talk about whatever you want. I'm the vehicle that I'm the bus driver, in other words. I'm the vehicle that gets you where you want to go. So whatever might crop up that you have a beef with or you want to talk about or questions about, or you just want to tell me or tell everyone that's in the room, whatever, that you're welcome to do it. Everybody's welcome here. There's nobody gets shut out. I've said this before and I'll say it again. And I'm repetitive when it comes to that, even though I hate repetitiveness. So there's a lot of people that repeat stuff over and over. Like, I got you the first time, even the second time, the 10th time, I've tuned you out by then. But it's a place where no one's going to get bullied. Everyone has a voice. Opinions are going to vary. You know, you don't have to be a Yankee fan or a Steeler fan or a Giants fan or a New York Rangers fan or a Ceiling fan, whatever. It doesn't matter to me. If you enjoy sports or you enjoy talking about music or you like trivia or you like movie quotes, you're welcome to be here. You don't even have to partake. If you want to just sit back, enjoy the content, decide whether you want to subscribe or follow, whatever, that's up to you. It's a free country, baby. I'm just happy that you're here. The short period of time that you might or might not be here is time in your life that you'll never get back ever again. So I take that very seriously, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. See, the meme machine has a heart. It's in there. It's like the Grinch, remember? It's like way in there. Then he had the strength of 10 Grinches plus 2 or something like that. Even the meme machine carved the roast beast. So I don't know what level you guys are on with Madden. I think I'm on 57, 58. I got Jamal, was it, what's his, the, I don't know. Claypool. Yeah, I know. And then he got traded. He had like a breakout year. What was it? 3 years ago, whatever. And he had a really good follow up year. And last year, or it was the last 2 years, I'm not sure how to gauge it. I don't remember. He kind of dropped off, and Juju was already gone. Antonio Brown was gone, and Deontay Johnson kept just dropping the ball. This is before Freiermuth got there and everything else. So I don't understand. Honestly, I don't think it's going to hurt us. Guy that wasn't performing last time we went, a Steeler that wasn't performing, we sent him to the Bears. I think it was Cordell Stewart. You remember Slash? I don't know if it was a mistake. Good news is I do have his Steeler chemistry on my Steelers team, but that's the best I can tell you. I don't know. I think maybe he was a flash in the pan. I shouldn't talk like that because I hate to downplay it because I didn't dislike the guy Claypool. I don't know if he really fit the scheme. And now that Roethlisberger's not there, Pickett's got his own favorites and everything. The tight ends are going to catch a lot. The running backs like Najee Harris are going to catch a lot to get the guy, to get a rookie, which is what Pickett was last year. Get him more comfortable and get him in a rhythm. Then you start looking downfield. But without a better offensive line, which now we're working on that, you don't have time to throw. You don't have time to look down. These guys are going vertical. You got no time to get it to them. So everything is dump passes, dump passes, dump passes. Well, the defense, if you're playing a team with good linebackers, like when we played Buffalo and Kansas City, that's where we got our ass kicked. Because they knew that that's where the ball was going to go. They knew we couldn't throw downfield. All they had to do was stop the run, and we were screwed. One-dimensional sucks. And I don't like Matt Canada, which is our offensive coordinator. They had a chance to get rid of him. All the fans wanted him gone and everything. And he's still there. So I don't know what he did to still be there. But, man, I just don't like his shit. And Tomlin really pissed me off because, I mean, he's a great coach, yeah, but we haven't been to, the big deal with him is, we haven't had a losing season since he's been there. Right. But we also haven't been to a Super Bowl since like 2010. So I would have 2 Super Bowl appearances and then 8 seasons in a row and no playoffs. I'm better off with that rather than having great records where we make the playoffs most of the time. We don't go far in the playoffs, but we don't have a losing season. Who the hell gives a shit about that? You have good years and bad years. People win the Super Bowl and then have a shit year the next year. Who cares? You won the Super Bowl. You're not going to win back-to-back Super Bowls. Not in this day and age. Not anymore. That ended with the Patriots or whatever, and 49ers did that. The Steelers have done it, but that's over. The teams are too, except for maybe Kansas City. They seem like they're in it all the time now. But it's just there's too much competition, and the talent is spread out, throughout all the teams. Remember the NFC back in the day was the powerhouse. But first it was the AFC, then it was the NFC. Super Bowls and whatnot. Now it's definitely gone back to the AFC, but now I think the NFC is starting to get stronger, especially the NFC East. They used to be a joke. The NFC least, they called it. And now you got the Cowboys in there, who I despise. But anyway, you got the Cowboys in there. The Giants are good. The Eagles are good, obviously. And Washington is good. They just barely missed the playoffs. They actually got screwed. So every team right there is a possible, I don't know about Super Bowl contender, but definitely to go deep in the playoffs. You know, Green Bay kind of went down. Detroit's on its way back up. They're trending up. Tampa Bay's on its way down. The Saints are on their way down. The Rams are on their way back up. And Minnesota's on their way back up. I feel bad for Minnesota. They got Justin Jefferson and everything, but a guy like Cousins, I'm sorry, Kirk Cousins, I can't picture him leading that team to a Super Bowl. I'm sorry, I just don't. There's something about him. There's something about that team that they always are one or two guys short of that extra, like they can't get over that last hump of great. They could be really good and have great regular season, but there's just something about them in the playoffs and they melt. I don't know what it is. It's not just that they're playing high quality teams. They can be playing a shitty team and they still blow it. I don't know. I mean, the Giants beat them. Giants had almost beat them in the regular season. Then they played like 2 weeks later. The Giants did the same shit back when they beat the Patriots or lost to the Patriots in a late season game. I was actually at that game at Giants Stadium. And then they happened to beat them in the Super Bowl that year. You see what I mean? Life is strange. Life is really strange sometimes. I got a new table today, too, or yesterday, I should say. Actually, I got it a few days ago. We finally put it together. It's like a gaming table, but obviously I'm not a gamer. But it's really cool. I know you guys can't see it, but it's nice. You don't have a clue on what to do. Well, are you like in a league, or is it like where you go like individually, like on like FanDuel or what's the other one? King. What the hell's the other one? DraftKings. I mean, you got to do it. Well, first of all, you got to do, if you're in a league, you got to sit for a few hours, whatever day your draft is. Like they have. Right. So on FanDuel, you have both. I'm just using them as a example. So I have FanDuel, and then there's FanDuel regular and the app as well. I do it on the desktop. And then there's the fantasy one. And since gambling is legal now in certain states, like it's here in New Jersey, it is in New York and Pennsylvania and a few other places, and it's going to start growing and growing because that's big time money. Because now, so they have their own sports book. Every place that has fantasy, it guarantees going to have a sports book, and then they also have a casino sometimes. So I could lose 3 times in the same afternoon. So I could lose at craps or blackjack, and lose on fantasy, and lose straight money on bets on regular. But just why not? Like the trifecta, all shit. I haven't played fantasy in a while. Like I don't have a team. Like you can do it and just pick for that particular week. Like right before the game starts, and you could just get your players and you set up your thing, and then it's like it's done by rooms. So one room will be this. The rooms are designated by, and this is for fantasy sports. I don't know about all of them, but the one on FanDuel, that's the way it works. All right, so it's done by what you're going to bet. Like what is the pool or the prize or whatever. So like, okay. First 3 spots get paid on it, or first 20 spots get paid on it, or whatever. And the higher the worse the odds, or whatever the case may be, you have to. There's going to be a lot of people that pile into this room, so therefore it's harder and harder to do. A lot of the people are going to have the same. They're going to pick the same quarterback. They're going to pick the same running backs in a lot of cases. So a lot of times there's like one little tiebreaker. You're going to tie with everyone else. They have the same quarterback start. Oh, everybody started Aaron Rodgers because look who they were playing this week, the Browns or whatever it was. So it's that one intangible. It could be the tight end that puts you over the top, or or your defense. Something special teams might happen. You run a kickback off, an interception. I got screwed on a fumble one time. Near the end of the game, there was a fumble, so you get -2 points, and I lost. I actually lost. I don't know. I think I like gambling on I had a shitty year gambling. I got so close on a lot of these games. Remember, it was the Steeler Brown game where with no time left in the game or whatever. And they're lateraling the ball or whatever, and the Browns scored and the game went over, and I got screwed. Yeah, I see what you're putting there, dude. Yeah, but they gave the number one pick to Carolina. I don't know what they got in return, but I'm hoping it's something good for them because the Bears haven't been good in a long time. We did them a favor by taking Trubisky, or actually, we got Trubisky from Buffalo, I think. But the Steelers have been very active in the offseason leading up to the first time that I've seen them be this aggressive right before the draft in many years. Since probably when they got Roethlisberger in 04. The Bears. I miss football. I want it to start like immediately. I don't even care, even though I love baseball and everything, and I like the Rangers and hockey. I just want football back. That's it. All year round. Just have 2 Super Bowls in the same year. Play for like 4 months, have a Super Bowl, take a month off, play another 16, whatever, another Super Bowl. The guys would be dead. Imagine if the Super Bowl was like a best of 7. People would be dead. They'd be like on stretchers. You're in Chicago right now, man, dude. You want a little road trip? Just playing around with the settings a little bit. See how quickly I rearranged the room? I got to figure out all these widgets and this and that and blah, 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 blah. There's so much stuff going on. Do you have to be an affiliate to be able to get all those emojis and everything unlocked? Because I don't see any of that crap anywhere. Like it says you could have this, and that, and set up drops. I don't see any of that stuff. I'm guessing I'm too new to it. Is that maybe why? Uh, yeah, we have a little bit of soothing music for your hump day. Hey, you let me know if you guys want to do some trivia. I'm going to, I don't know if you missed it before, but I'm going to put it up on the screen, like flash, like different pictures of this and that, and we could do it that way if you don't want to call the 833-777-MEAN number. I do have it on, even though it's a Wednesday. It's usually designated for just Saturdays, but if you want to just do it through the chat or whatever, we'll still pay out Venmo or Cash App or whatever. That's not a big deal. I could spin the wheel, or we could just, you guys could decide what type of trivia you want to do. I'm guessing it's going to be sports, but whatever. Football, baseball, I don't care. And we could do that if you want. It's up to you. Dealer's choice. You're the dealer. You're the pusher. Man, I can't believe how much YouTube exploded today. It's pretty cool. Let me just check something. So we get some viewers on Twitter as well. That's pretty cool. So we got people on Twitch, Kick, YouTube, and Twitter right now. I didn't turn it on Facebook, not tonight. I do all the platforms on Saturday, but I didn't do that tonight. Just kind of an ease back, chill Wednesday. A lot of people got to work tomorrow. No, you know what? I had problems the other day. My mic went dead when I hit into the back of it, and that No, I mean you could do that. That's fine. I'm here to watch. He's a voyeur. Yeah, I know, but at least you tried the other night. Some people don't even give it a shot. There was a few other people that did. We didn't have any winners the other night, but maybe I don't think I made the questions too hard. It was just maybe I can't go past Super Bowl 25. Like anything before that, I'm going to lose some people because I'm obviously older. It's all good though. Like you said, but you learned something too, like stuff that you didn't know. I still do. I don't know everything. Thought I did. Just checking the YouTube real quick. It's nice. The restream has been working a lot better. Yeah, this Streamlabs thing is a real pain in the ass. We're going to time out Streamlabs. I timed them out for a little bit. The moderator wiped out 2 messages. So, God, you guys, I trust you. God, type whatever you want. I'll give them a time. How to give them a timeout, like I used to give my kids timeouts. I was saying the other day, I was saying this like, I guess it was a corny joke, whatever. I thought it was good. My son goes, that's a dad joke. I said, what do you mean? Because I'm your father and I'm the one who said. He goes, no, it's just a dad joke. He had to explain to me what that was, what Easter egg was, what a catfishing is, and all this. I mean, I told you a while ago. I thought streaming 10, 15 years ago was like when you were fishing and you drop your car keys in the water and they're floating down there and you're trying like hell to go grab at them in the water and you're like ankle, elbow deep and everything else trying to get your keys before they float away. That's streaming, baby. I didn't know. So, hey, you're talking to a guy who thought that meteorologists study meters. Let me ask you a question, since there's a lot of people that are probably smarter than me. If a meteorologist is a weatherman, right? An upscale weatherman, then what the hell do you call a guy that studies meteors then? This is the dumbest shit. Why does life have to be this complicated? Wouldn't it make it easier if a meteorologist studied meteors? No, God forbid we did that, right? What's up, dude? You want to play trivia? I'll do it with you. You don't have to call the 800 number or the toll-free number. I can flash a picture up. We can do football if you want. Obviously, we all like football here. You guys let me know. Like I said, we're going to keep it very nice and easy and chill on your hump day here. Nothing too crazy because we're only streaming. We're not live broadcasting. I'm not on satellite radio tonight. That's Saturday. I got a Super Bowl one lined up. And what I could do is I could flash the picture and you could tell me like what Super Bowl it was and who was the MVP. Like a $5 question. That's nice and easy, right? You want to do that? You can have to type in the chat and let me know if that's what you guys want to do. On Twitch, on Kick, and the people on YouTube. So what do you say, guys? Who wants to do it? Oh, or we don't have to. I want to see Valen Robinson. I mentioned this earlier when DMD was in the room. I'll mention it again. Valen Robinson passes his physical, and the Steelers take him as a receiver. If he could get back to form the way he was when he was with the Rams before he got hurt and he was traded to, he had some injury problems with, I think it was the Bears. Steelers could add they get some firepower. He's I don't know if he's a slot receiver. They might need someone to go over the middle and stuff like that, like a Julian Edelman kind of guy. He's kind of long and lanky. I don't know if that's good for a slot receiver, but that's kind of what Juju did. He didn't really go deep a lot. He did a lot of crossing routes and slants and drag routes and stuff like that. I don't know. I might have to take another break in a minute or so. Get something else to drink. Make my bladder gladder. So if you guys want to chill for, give me about 5 minutes. Just hang out, and I'll be back. And think about if you want to do some, some trivia or whatever. Like I said, I have some Super Bowl stuff lined up, but I have other stuff lined up too. It's not a problem. Whatever you want to do, it's your choice, guys. I'm just glad that you're here. All right, so I'm going to put something up on the screen, and I will be back in 5. So stick around. Let's put. We'll put that. Be right back. don't know. Headphones working, not working. I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, see, now it goes on. So I think it's kind of working now. It should be all right. All right, I'm back. Let me take this off the screen. There you go. So I can get my beautiful face without any sunglasses because we go to back to blue light. Alexa, turn the second light green. Alexa, turn second light green. Okay. There you go. And Alexa, turn first light blue. See that? It's nice. Somebody actually listens to me. There we go like this. There you go. Oh, you want the glasses back, huh? All right, there you go. Beautiful, right? I don't know if you want the headphones on, if I don't want the headphones on. I don't know. I think we're good. I think we're good with that, though. Yeah, see, it pauses a lot. And then I turn the power off, and then it seems to just come back on just fine. So you know what? We'll stick with this as long as you guys can hear me. Like I said, going to be messing around with audio and video and everything. It's growing pains, you know. Like just now, it just cut off again. It's odd. It's really odd. So anyway, like I said, we're having just a chill Wednesday, enjoying your what's left of your hump day. It's the middle of the week, though. You know, tomorrow's Thursday already, so that's pretty cool. All right, so let's see. What do you feel like? What do you guys feel like doing? You want to do some trivia? You want to participate? You don't want to participate? You want to just talk about Madden? You could do that. Talk about how much EA sucks. I could go on for about 16 hours straight for that. I wonder if Madden 24 is going to be any better. It's like the age-old question. Every year they say, it's going to be so great and it'll be polished. People are going to get fired if it doesn't work right. And it's all bullshit. Like I mentioned this in one of my previous streams. And I'll say it in all subsequent ones, too. They came on, you know what I mean? The CEO or whatever came on. It was like during COVID or whatever. Said, oh, we're listening to you guys and we're going to make this good. Like I said, they couldn't polish a turd. It's not realistic. All right. Every time somebody punts against me, it lands on the one. Come on. That's realistic. Come on. That's bullshit. I haven't broken a controller in almost a week, so that's pretty cool. It's because I'm down to like the last one. I had like 5. Blue one, a red one, a white one, the 2 black ones. I'm down to one, just one black one. The rest of them got destroyed. And my cell phone. Want to see my cell phone? So they said, Meme Machine. You're cool and everything, but you're not going to shoot your... like I will shoot with this little 25 I have. I'm going to shoot your phone. Well, here's the new phone. Okay. See that? Brand new. Why is it new? Because I don't need to be dared. I was the guy in school, high school, and even before that. You double dog dare me? Oh, yeah? What we got right there? See the bullet hole? See right there? Tell me. That is a bullet hole. And the fucking thing still works. You won't do it, huh, Meme Machine? Yeah. Well, there's physical proof for you. If you can't be nice, be mean, baby. Anyway, I don't know why, but John Elway was in the news. I'm not sure why. I don't think Denver's doing anything other than, let's just move the whole team around. We did that with Elway. We got rid of Dan Reeves, and we did this, and we got rid of that guy and this guy or whatever. And it looks like the same thing. Oh, now that we have Russell Wilson, and that was a flop. I don't believe it was all his fault. He didn't have anyone to throw to. He didn't have any time to throw it. They didn't run the ball. They didn't try to run the ball. They couldn't complete a pass. They sucked. Totally embarrassed and totally ashamed. That's an old diddly poo thing. Jim Mora. Remember that? I got to tell you, though. I was in a room last night. I don't mention names or whatever, but it was like a gaming room. The guy's pretty cool. I mean, there's no doubt, and there's a lot of people. There was like hundreds of people watching because they're doing like PayPal, like where they're playing for actual money or whatever. So a lot of people were in there. This one dude, this guy, he wasn't even paying attention to the people coming in. One guy subscribed for 17 months. He didn't even say anything. Another guy subscribed. He had like a whole bunch of different people, and he didn't even acknowledge them. If I even get a follower, I acknowledge them. It's not as easy as I thought. Now that I'm on this side of it, trying to check out all the different chats over here, the chat over there, whatever the case may be, it ain't easy. I can only imagine if you're trying to play a game, if you're gaming, like I'm not even doing that. Trying to do that and concentrate while people are trying to talk to you in the chat and everything, that's got to be freaking annoying, but people are nice about it. And I didn't realize it until I was on this side of it. So more power to you. Salute, It ain't easy. Stuff's coming in mile a minute and you're trying to concentrate and this guy's kicking your ass in the game or what, it's like, that's a lot to deal with. You try to get your head-to-heads done or your house rules. House rules, that really pisses me off, that shit. If you're up by like 1 point, somebody quits on you. And I don't like that. I don't want to win and have you quit. I certainly don't quit. I don't care if it's 80-0. You're playing every down. I don't give a shit. You're already beating my ass. Why would I make it easier for you? Just quit. No. You're going to sit all 4 quarters to the last goddamn second. I'll use all 3 timeouts too. I don't really care because I'm already pissed. And in lieu of breaking another controller, that's kind of what I do. Anyway, but when I'm winning, I don't want to have someone quit and I go, oh, good, I don't have to continue on. I could go on to the next. No, I want to play. Maybe he'll make a comeback. I fumbled the other day. It didn't matter because then I intercepted him. But Marshall Faulk, I had just gotten Faulk paid like, close to $1 million for this fucker, right? Because I've always liked him. He never fumbled in real life. He gets hit and he fumbles. I'm like, are you shitting me? Emmitt Smith fumbled. So I brought in the beef. I got like Carmichael. It's an OOP as my fullback. Guy's like 6'8", it's like 290 or whatever. He just doesn't even matter if anyone blocks him. He just takes like 3 linebackers with him. You need 1 or 2 yards, you put it in him. Or that other guy, what's his name? Farfalli, whatever his name is. Guy's huge. He's just a wrecking ball. He just falls forward and knocks down everyone, It's like a bunch of bowling pins. I think that's funny. But I have so many good running backs. I don't want to get rid of any of them because I'm like, I still have Quadfather. I just got rid of King Henry because I didn't use him. I got Emmitt Smith. I got Barry Sanders. I have Saquon Barkley. It depends on what scheme I'm running that day. Like if I want to switch different offenses, which I do a lot, just to try different ones out. If I want to do more stretch plays to the outside, obviously I'm going to use someone like Barry Sanders, someone with more speed. If I'm going to be going straight up the gut or whatever, I would use Quadfather. I would use Emmitt Smith. I would use, if I could do little scat routes and everything, I'd probably use Najee Harris. Like whatever. I got so many guys. Quarterbacks galore. Brady, Mahomes, Elway, Breeze, Cunningham, Vic, Warner. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And I just got McNair. I haven't even used him yet. So I'm stacked, but I prefer to play the defense. I love Lawrence Taylor. The guy's all over the damn field, whether he's activated or not. I'm telling you, if you don't have Lawrence Taylor, the Ring of Honor one, get him. Trust me. So I have my Legends team and I have my Steelers theme team. It was a 50-50 team. Now forget it. It's like all Steelers. We got blessed yesterday. 3 guys yesterday. Other than Firemouth the other day, we got Rod Woodson, who's friggin' an animal. Okay. Kenny Pickett, and we got Patrick Peterson, which he's still wearing the Minnesota gear, but he is a Steeler now. We got those in one day in that drop yesterday with the wild cards. A lot of Steelers are on wild cards for whatever, and Sugar Rush. I don't know why. But we do have some Ultimate Legends. We just got Shazier not too long ago, right? And Diamonds, I have, even though he's not even on the team anymore, a lot of these guys aren't even on a Steeler anymore. Devin Bush. He's a 99. Well, 98 souped up to a 99. I got everybody. I don't even use anyone under a 97, if you can believe that anymore. I just don't. 96 speed is like slow now. I mean, you can't blow by anyone, so you have to have a great offensive scheme. You got to fool the defense. You can't just blow by people. You do that in solo games. I mean, it doesn't mean shit. But my God, These guys are glued to you, especially if they have Sanders or Sandcastle or Slay or people like that. My safeties are great too. We got Sean Taylor. I do have Cam Chancellor, but I haven't even really used him. I got Derwin James. They should upgrade Ronnie Lott because that guy could hit. I forget exactly who I have. I got to take. I don't game, so I can't show you that. But I guess I could take some pictures of it and put it on the computer and then do it that way. Not sure. Saturday show is going to be good too. Like I said, tonight's kind of a chill night, but still getting used to the streaming thing. And what I should have done, and I continue to not do that, is I should have just did Twitch or Kick and not did all the platforms at the same time. No, not the Meme Machine. We have to do everything all at once, and everything got all screwed up, and different stream keys and things got different. The URLs didn't match, and it was just a friggin' nightmare. So I'm pretty much getting it now, even with or without my engineer here. And that's my cousin Vinny. You know who that is. He was a hero the other day. Saved the day when I killed the mic the other day. He figured out a way in between one of the breaks on how to go through a different peripheral to do it, a different auxiliary without the mic. Saved the day, saved the show. He's a hero. My cousin Vinny. People were thanking him in the chat. Thank you, Vinny. True. Kid's amazing. Really is. I do what I do. He does what he does, you know? And once again, another shout out to Catalyst Signworks for doing my banner. I mention them all the time. Ted over there, up here in Jersey, it's catalystsigns.com. You got to check them out. Great work. They do everything. They did Quest Field, too. They do these humongous jobs. That's the practice facility, for those who don't know. That's right next door to Giant Stadium. Well, it's not even called Giant Stadium. It's MetLife Stadium now. But he also, does graphics, all sorts of stuff. No nonsense type of guy. Nice guy, though, Here's what it is, He goes by the motto of, cheap ones ain't good and good ones ain't cheap. This is what it's going to be. There's not going to be any hidden charges. This is what you need to do. They get the permits, they get the stuff, they get everything they need to get, and it gets done right and on time, and a lot of times under budget, which is unheard of nowadays. So, but he does little things and favors and stuff like that, which he did for me, because we're still starting out. We haven't made $1. We're in the red. He made that nice banner. Let me show you the banner again. Some people might not think it's a big deal. I think it is. And it looks really good. It looks great. And I use it on different platforms, Facebook and Twitter and, Instagram and stuff like that. Even in my streams in here. And it encompasses everything. It's sports talk radio, but it's movies, music, pop culture as well. So it's a little like a mixture on there. I think that's really cool. Got Steeler colors on there, of course. That wasn't an accident. So. Where 973 is. We're in North Jersey, Soprano Land. Where in Jersey? Here's a map. See if you can figure it out. All right. That's all of Jersey, actually. Got it now? That's where I am. Want to see a picture of me when I was little and my grandfather here? Give me orange. Anyway. Just trying to be funny. Yeah, so I have trivia lined up if that's what you want to do. Like I said, we can talk about Madden or whatever. There's a lot of cards are dropping, and I always look forward to the Ultimate Legends. Even though I don't use all of them, I've gotten rid of some or whatever. I've kept a few lately. Like I kept Clay Matthews, and I still have like Charles Haley, obviously Mel Blount. I'm not going to get rid of him. But they need a Franco Harris card, a Jim Brown card, a Jack Tatum card, a Jack Lambert card. They came out with Jack Youngblood, so that's a step in the right direction, I think. But Gale Sayers, Joe Namath. And forget about even ancient history. That's the stuff that I like. How about upgrading Montana? How about upgrading Walter Payton? What's wrong with that? That's a sin that Joe Montana is stuck in an 82 or an 83, whatever it is. But they came out with Tim Tebow. What are you shitting me? Tribute card, my ass. Not that I have anything against Tebow, but come on. We're talking about people that have won multiple Super Bowls, MVPs of the league several times over, and Super Bowl champions. What about Peyton Manning? Where's Eli Manning? Shit, where's Cooper Manning? Any of them? I mean, Archie Manning. I would at this point I wouldn't even give a shit. Just somebody from I don't care if the mom comes on. There's somebody needs to give them a call. What's going on? And why were certain cards in it in previous Maddens, but not now? Where they take away the permission? I really like my Reggie White card though, and the Jackie Youngblood card. I got Two Toll Jones on the line. I got J.G. Watt on the line. Gravedigger, of course. Mean Joe Green. Thank you very much. Anything mean? And that lady sent me the Mean Joe Green shirt, the bobblehead, and the little figurine. And then I also got a little 50th anniversary of the Immaculate Reception. I got the patch on the Franco jersey that I have behind me. But I also have the pin. There's like a collector's pin and everything. I like stuff like that, you know. I forgot to get myself something to drink. I was trying to ask to get some water. I actually took a break before and I forgot to bring my water back in here. So now I'm a little parched. It happens. I've been seeing a lot of people are playing the show, though. They're starting to get like Madden's getting a little stale for them, I guess. And I get it, you know. Or they spin back and forth, you know, they toggle back and forth, playing this, playing that. I like watching both, actually. Some people find baseball to be boring. I don't. I think it's cool as hell. Ah, 1 second. Ah, that's better. A little agua. Anybody have anything exciting going on this weekend, perhaps? I don't know. I don't really have anything exciting going on this weekend at all. Aggression? What the hell was that? Cousin Vinny has arrived. Very good. My cousin Vinny, stand up dude. Always spamming caps. What the hell is that? I thought I. Hold on. Yeah, I don't. Like I said, I have to still go in there and check. I just timed out Streamlabs. I'm going to do it again. Whatever 600 seconds is, I can only time them out for that amount of time. So go ahead. You could type what you got to get. You guys hear the music in the background? I got it low, but it's kind of like, you know, mellow, you know. Nothing too crazy. Keep it low for the neighbors. Can see my caps and suck. Well, yeah, I timed them out so they can't do anything. You can come into the room with a dead hooker at this point. That's not going to stop you. Matter of fact, we encourage that. I forgot what movie that was. It was like Trick or Treat or something. It was like some kind of Halloween movie. He goes, it smells like a dead whore in here. That's funny. Was that? I'm really thirsty. Tell you what, it was hot as hell the other day. We had our air on here in Jersey, and now we have the heat on. It's absolutely crazy. You know, it's funny because I'll stream for, I don't know, maybe like another hour or whatever. You know, it depends. Nothing too late on a weeknight, you know, but it's funny because as I start to wrap things up and I wind down, people start piling in. You don't want to like shut down right when they're coming in. They get, you know, that would be annoying to me. So I don't like doing that to people, you know, and it seems like every time, not now, I'm just saying that happens frequently. Well, I mean, you don't have to type in caps, but you can if you want. I don't think you're spamming. Like I said, I'm not even using Streamlabs right now, but those things are still on just Twitch. All the other ones, it's not doing that. I'm not sure why that is. But What happened? Did we lose the dude? I thought he was in here, but he might not be now. People come floating in and out. Let me check Twitter. Yeah, we're live on there. Yeah, I've got a lot of. It's a good day on YouTube. We shot up a lot of subscribers today. That's pretty awesome. Thank you. Subscribe to our YouTube channel really helps me. Everything is at Meme Machine 973. So if you have Twitter and you follow on there, that's where all the updates are. It's cool. We're getting there. Playing around with the little buttons and everything while we have a little lull during the show. And like I said, that's what's going on for Saturdays. Like I said, I have the wheel and everything. I'll spin it and we'll do all that. We could just do like a what we call a lazy trivia tonight, where I just ask stuff. And like I was going to just have it come up on the on the screen. People could just type the chat and everything. Not everybody's always into it. Some people are tired; they just want to watch it or listen and whatever, and that's cool too. Nothing wrong with that. Remember little Timmy? Little Timmy. Oh my God. Too funny. Because I just playing around with certain things, different buttons. When you have to be the engineer and the DJ and and do all this stuff all at the same time, it's kind of a little difficult, And then you go, "What the?" Then you look up. That's funny. Excuse me, what the fuck? Oh my God, too funny. I got some. Correct. Yeah, that's just a few things going on now. Like I said, just kind of chilling out tonight. The show, Fucking horrible. Yeah. So, like I said, you type in the chat, you tell me what you want to talk about or whatever. Like I said, I could just keep going on and on. I could talk about that. The NFL draft intrigues me though, because it's only a week away and people are making moves and maneuvers and doing different things. And it's interesting though, because a lot of it's less. And then just when you think and they do like a mock draft and stuff like that, then all of a sudden it changes, or they trade up for someone. Yeah, I'm good. I haven't even actually used my Steeler theme team yet. I'm still like piecing it together, but it's there though. Like I said, I have like 45 or 50 people on it. I've been using the regular team. I have a Legends team that's a 98. Um, all nothing but legends are all great, you know. Then I had another team which is just as good, but they are it's kind of a mixture of teams of the week and some legends, some Steelers, game changers, like all the different ones where you have to have one or two of those players in your lineup, in your active lineup, to get like the certain points and everything to scale up on either the comp pass, on the season pass, the sugar rush. You know, now the what is it, the space one or whatever the hell this is now, mission must mutt or whatever the fuck it is. You gotta, you know, so I'll use that team and I'll keep like I'll have Claypool, but he'll be like the third wide receiver behind like Jefferson, or fourth actually. I got Chris Carter, Randy Moss, and these are my stars. But I have like a tremendous team. So how many players can you possibly play? So I'm in unloading tonight. I got rid of, like, I was putting up my Rod Martin card, which is 97, the Raider linebacker, um, Romanowski, uh, John Lynch, Ronnie. Like a lot of these are like 95s, 96s, 97s because I'm really not using them. I can only play so much, you know. I haven't used a new picket yet. I'm still using the Kurt Warner that I got. I kind of went from Drew Brees, then he started throwing interceptions, started like it's his fault. Started pissing me off. So I'm using just a believe it, a souped up 96. I have him up to a 98, I think. Kurt Warner. I don't need fast quarterbacks. I'm a pocket passer, you know. So I'm cool with that. I do have Mahomes and Brady and Elway and all these other guys, but how many people can you actually be? I mean, unless you have nothing to do and you can play Madden like 50 hours, you know, or I should say, like, you know, 3 days in a row. I wish I had that kind of time. Yeah, I guess I don't know why he doesn't have two chems. It's but I'll tell you what, and the guy Chew that I was watching today, he does some gaming stuff too. He tries out like all the new cars. This is the guy that does like the top 10 list. You've probably seen him on YouTube or whatever. I subscribe to him. He's not a bad guy. He's in Cleveland or whatever. Um, he doesn't like the Steelers and I don't like the Browns, but he's a cool dude. Sports is sports, you know. And he tries out the new cards. Most obviously, it's hard to try out defenders, but if there's a new quarterback that drops, or like he's showing Tim Tebow, and then like, you know, the different running backs or whatever. So it's kind of cool. And then he'll do like a top 10 list, and then you go on mutt.gg or whatever. That's cool. It'll tell you who the reveals are, who's coming out, comparing the different chemistries, theme teams. Like it's mutt.gg. If you don't have it, you should go on. It's free, and go on there and you could compare who you have. And they do like team builders where you can actually put your own team on there and build it and see who you need, what chemistries they get. Search by just chemistry. Like, I want a tight end that blocks. No, I want a tight end that actually can, you know, go out for passes. You know, whatever it is, they have everything you could possibly imagine. They have it. It's actually a good site. If you haven't checked it out, you should. It's mutt.gg. It's pretty cool. It's not an EA Sports one. They have their own Discord and all that other stuff too, but it helps. You know, I watch certain people for certain things. Some people do gameplay. Others will show you which cars to get and how to do this and that. And, you know, another guy, Swift, that I watch on there, and then, you know, he showed me a lot. Not me, I'm just saying in general. Like, no, that's how you do this. And you can redo these challenges over to get all your running yards in. And like he'll give you like a lot of tips and tricks. He's really good. Then there's other people that just want to rip packs open. And it's kind of interesting. You sit there watching guys like rip packs and rooting for them. Everybody is different. There's another guy that he's actually on right now. There's some people that are playing the actual games. Some are good and some are not, you know, and they're pretty solid guys. Not, you know, they're pretty nice. Another guy that just, he's very monotone, but he has a lot of knowledge on EA stuff or whatever. It's just a hypocrisy that I have a hard time with. And what I mean by that is, like, for instance, a guy that goes, I'm a no money spent guy. I don't spend a dime on this game. And then they do a spot for someone like Mud Packs or Mud Coin or something, or all these other fly by night places where you're actually buying coins to get to, but which you can't even really do anymore safely because now the trade block has been up forever and ever. It's been up for like 3 weeks. I think tomorrow's 3 weeks. Thursday, tomorrow. So with that being said, I don't know, I just find it to be weird. So you'll endorse pretty much someone who does that, but you won't want to spend any money. Well, that's kind of stupid, don't you think? It's kind of contradictory, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Anyway, whatever. I actually I have no problem with that. EA screwed you so much; it's so expensive, and everything's hidden behind microtransactions. There's nothing micro about it. Hidden behind microtransactions. So it's people that want to go and use these third party sellers. There's some that are unsafe, some are safe. I guess whatever. But you know, to each his own. I'm actually on their side because they give you an alternative. Like EA doesn't give a shit about if you're doing their coin. You're getting coins or something. You're playing their game. The thing is, they want their pound of flesh. They want you to spend in their store. You ever notice when there's a glitch or something is down or the server's backed up, which is constant? I'd be ashamed and embarrassed to be EA to how bad their server is at peak times. They don't like prepare for stuff like that. But the worst of all is, you ever notice that no matter what's going on, if you don't believe me, you could look at now, later, tomorrow, next week, no matter what's going on, their marketplace where you would go in and actually spend your money and put your credit card in there, whatever it is, PayPal, whatever, and go in and buy packs, it's always working at optimum levels. It's not delayed. There's no glitches. There's no nothing. That's always working. It's bullshit. Why is that working? By the other, we can't fix this, or there's a glitch here, or we need to update this. Really? But your store is always working. It's bullshit. They want their pound of flesh. They want the money. They're greedy, and they cornered the market because they're the only company, Electronic Arts, that can make NFL games, right? Endorsed, officially by the NFL Players Association, and they have no problem letting you know that too. I just think it should be more fair. It should be more of that's a monopoly. Let other people make some stuff, and then you guys choose what I mean, we would probably always choose Madden. It's a name. I've been playing since the '90s on Sega, but and I just find it to be unfair. It's a game. Yes, we understand about the market going up and down with coins. Yes, we understand there's new players dropping, and there's 99s, and there's this, and there's that, and blah 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 fungal. In the end of the day, it's a game, and it's supposed to be fun. Aren't games supposed to be fun? Have we lost sight of that? Can't we just play the game and try to have fun? You win some, you lose some, and that's part of it. You don't want to blow people out every day, and you don't want to get your ass kicked every day. You want to kind of, and maybe it's the MUT thing. I mean, you could go on there. When I first got the Madden 23, I was doing like regular season game, like the other version, not so much the Madden Ultimate Team. And it was cool because, and you could do like the draft and, draft players and make trades for money, like not trades like in MUT. I mean, like actual trades, with the computer. And it's kind of cool. It gives you an alternative. So it's not all bad. The graphics are way behind for 2023. Come on, take a look at these graphics. You're trying to tell me this is the best we can do? People got Apple watches and holograms and shit, but that's the best we can do. And then it glitches up on you. Ever walk through someone? It's like the movie Ghost when Patrick Swayze goes through the guy. That's what some of these guys do. Or you get stuck running in place and it glitches, and then you got a timeout, and then it thinks that you lost the game. That sucks. And then a couple of weeks ago with the golden tickets and everything, all of a sudden, I told you, all of a sudden EA became friggin' Willy Wonka with the golden tickets. They should make up their mind. So is it going to be all 99 now? All 99 players are not going to lead up to it a little bit more? I mean, you're going to be maxed out. And once you have everyone that you need, boom, it's over. And you go, I'm going to play Madden 23 for the rest of my life, the amount of money I spent on this shit. But then you're going to want 24. I could say that now, and then the new one's going to be nice and shiny and gleamy. It's like a brand new gem. Ooh, a piece of candy. And you're going to want to play. And and I might get it for PC just so I don't have to use the gaming console. I might just do it. I have big screens. You can't see them, but I have big screens here. I might as well just play on that. I'm going to start playing the show again. I still have the show 22. I barely played it. And then Madden came out and I just stopped playing it. But I played it like right before the World Series. Of course, I was the Yankees. I like the home run derby too. I don't know if you guys are into that. I like the home run derby. It's kind of cool. You could be like Babe Ruth and shit. You could be like some of the older people. And no, you don't have to buy them. You can just be them. I thought we would go to a different camera angle there. Alexa, turn first light green.
Okay.
A little dark. We'll switch cameras. I can mirror the camera, but you'll notice now the clock and everything is backwards. It's kind of funny. I kind of like that green light. That's pretty cool. There's only 4 lights. So there's blue, green. Yeah, blue, red, green. That's it. I don't know if there's purple. Alexa, turn second light purple. If there is no purple, she'll be confused and locked up for like the next hour. This is worse than Streamlabs. Well, I'm going to take a quick break again. Even though we're doing radio format, even though I'm not doing radio right now, but sometimes you got to do that, to keep in the same format. You don't want to go bounce back and forth, So I will be back. What are we going to put up on the screen for you to? We'll put something here for you. What we got? It's Animal, baby. All right, we'll be right back. Back in 5. So I thought you were okay. Well, how did you get the phone? come by if you want. It's up to you. You don't have to. All right. Okay, I am back. It's good to be back. Even though I can't tell if this mic is on or not. Power on, power off. Make up your mind. Like I said, mic is good. It's above average, but it's just not. It's not the Shure one that I had. You know what I mean? You just gotta fiddle around with it a lot. That kind of thing. Turn it on, I turn it off. And then it's weird. It'll cut off. So it's fine now. And then sometimes it'll cut off in and out and stuff like that, which is weird. It's just different settings. The other one was better, but like I said, I broke that one by accident. I don't know what happened there. So everybody's chilling out on a hump day on your Wednesday. We were talking about football before. I have the old past the NFL drafts on in the background over there. And Alexa, turn second light blue. So, just kind of doing whatever. We're doing what's called like a lazy trivia tonight. And what does that mean exactly? We're not really spinning the wheel. We're just kind of chilling out, but we can still do trivia if you want. I can flash stuff up on the screen, whether it's sports, movies, or music. A lot of people opt for the sports, obviously, which either way is fine. And we'll do it that way. Let me take these headphones off for a second here. I want to make sure that that everything's fine. But the mic is live and everything, so we're good. So I'm watching different chat in the different ones. So forgive me, I keep moving from one camera to another, and I hate for that to be distracting for some people. But you know what? I'm, we're still going through baby steps and trying different things and different angles, and there you go. Now you can see the jerseys in the background. Mean Joe, baby. Another shout out to Lydia from Massachusetts for sending me the Mean Joe Green bobblehead and the figurine and the shirt. That was really nice of her. And I wore the shirt on Saturday. I'm a man of my word. I said, you send that? You don't have to. Send it to my P.O. box. And she did. And then she emailed me, which if anybody wants to email me, because I might read some of these emails I get are really, they're cool, but they're funny. Some of them are crazy too. And to me, in my world, crazy and funny are the same thing. They're synonymous. It's meme machine 973 at outlook.com. And our handle, like I always say all the time, because people float in and out of different rooms, different platforms, whether it's Instagram, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Twitch, Kick, Twitter, or YouTube, it's all at meme machine 973. If you have Twitter, I highly suggest that you follow us on there because it's pretty good. It's just an easier way for me to post different things and updates to the show of what we're going to have, what guests we might or might not have, funny stuff, memes. Today we had Ace Frehley on there today doing Shock Me, the guy from Kiss. Him and I liked Ace Frehley a lot. Liked him, obviously Gene Simmons with the blood and everything. But as far as guitarist is concerned, Eddie Van Halen was probably my favorite. liked Carlos Santana a lot. And as far as drums are concerned, this might come as a shock to some people. You know, a lot of people say, "Oh, well, John Bonham or Charlie Watts from the Rolling Stones, or Bonham from Led Zeppelin, or Neil Peart from Rush." You know what my favorite drummer is, actually? Honestly, just want to click something out there. I always liked Phil Collins as a drummer. You know what I mean? Like, obviously he was great in Genesis and solo and everything. And you know, a lot of people like Phil Collins or whatever. I think he still tours too. I don't know. I've always liked him as a drummer. I always did. I always thought it kept a good beat, you know, and he's singing at the same time and everything. Kind of like a lot of drummers used to sing and everything. This is not something that Dave Grohl from, from originally from Nirvana and then Foo Fighters and everything, but he did not come up with that. There's a lot of drummers, you know, even, what do you call it? Don Henley from the Eagles back in the day. You know, Hotel California. He was playing the drums while he was singing. It's a classic, you know. I like classic rock, but I like 70s, 80s, 90s. I like some disco. I like some dance stuff. I even some like from freestyle. Some of the older rap I was okay with. The stuff from like the 80s and 90s and everything. Not so much this stuff like since 2004. Not really. Just like a few songs, but that's about it. It depends on what mood I'm in. I even like metal too. You know, I like Metallica and stuff like that. Depends on what mood I'm in, you know. But tonight is a chill night. Like I said, it's a hump night, hump day, or hump night, but however you want to, depending on what time zone you're in, I guess. And once again, we're sponsored by National Sarcasm Society. It says right here, we are the National Sarcasm Society. Like, we need your support. And there you go. There you have it. I thought that was pretty funny. So what did we cover tonight? Let's review. Went over a lot of stuff about Mutt and the different players that have dropped and that people are trying out, and then the different things that EA does to screw you, and, you know, fun stuff like that. And we talked about the NFL draft, and we talked a little bit about Major League Baseball, and we even threw some music anecdotal things in there. We opened up the floor for people. Even if I'm not spinning the wheel, if you wanted to do trivia on any subject, we'll do that, and we'll pay you out if you win. Not a problem. Scout's honor. We got a lot of people that got some new followers. However, for whatever reason, like, I should be surprised by this, and even YouTube sends a thing. There's an unusual amount of activity. Why? Because I'm supposed to suck for longer than you said I should. Got a lot of new followers on YouTube at Mean Machine 973, our YouTube channel, and I haven't even really put any shorts or videos on there. I have some videos, not of me, but the live streams record the VODs, VODs, whatever you want to call them. And they got real popular. I don't know, out of the country and here in the U.S. And we got a ton of subscribers today on YouTube, which was great. It went up like from, even though we've had the YouTube channel for quite some time, I think 2011, 12. I didn't really cultivate it. I haven't used it for a while. It laid kind of dormant for a while. And then I brought it back to life, I don't know, last few years or whatever, little by little, strung it along, if you will. But as I've gone back into streaming and then back to satellite radio, which is what I do on Saturdays, as soon as I sign that contract with iHeartRadio, that's a big one for me. And then I'm going to go after Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon Music. That's where the real cheesecake is, baby. That's where I want to be. And it's all satellite radio now. It's all ball bearings nowadays. Anyway, that's kind of what's going on there. But anyway, lot of subscribers today on YouTube. It went up by a lot. I think I started the day, it was at like 140 something, and it went up like 90 people or something today. Well, that's just good. Of course, that triggered their algorithm thinking that there's something bad going on. Yeah, God forbid. What the hell? Isn't that the whole point of it? How dare you spend a lot of money and promote stuff on different platforms and everything and send people to this channel to watch you? How dare you do it this quickly? Yeah, you're right. I should just suck for a while. That's what they want, right? I don't know. I'm not even picking on them, but it seems like they're picking on us. And that's another thing. I got to tell you, for those that are watching and listening and different platforms right now, including YouTube, this is not a slight against them, but I got to tell you, the big thing that everybody wants to get monetized, right? You want to be monetized. You know, you get paid in advertising money and be a YouTuber and make a full-time living on it. Right? First of all, a very small percentage of people are able to do that sustainable, like, you know, so that it's sustainable, where you're making money. I'm not talking about like $500 a month I spend that on my dry cleaner. I'm talking about like real money. Can it be done? Yeah, obviously people do it. Does it take a while? Sure it does. Even the biggest guys like Mr. Beast and people like that, it took them years. But I have a different type of show. So you have to be yourself. This is me. This is my voice. This is what I do. But you also have to be different. You have to not shock people so much, but is the fact that you want to be able to, it's got to be something that they haven't seen before. They got to feel comfortable with being where they are, and then they'll come back. You don't want one and done. But my thing is, why do people place so much emphasis on I got to be monetized? Got to be monetized. You know what I mean? I got to do this and that and then get all these views and make shorts and make reels. And whoa. Here's a thought, and I don't think it's an original thought, but maybe it's mainstream, maybe it isn't. If you have the know-how, if you have the means, why not reach out to different advertisers, the ones that you choose, that you would like to have them sponsor you, whatever? Why don't you reach out? What do you need YouTube to do it for? Are they a bigger one and they have access to? Of course. I mean, that goes without saying. I'll give for an example. Let's say you want to work with Red Bull, the drink, and you do sports stuff. So it seems like that would be a good fit, right? That's natural. Why not contact them directly and say, look, listen to my show on YouTube or Facebook or Twitter or whatever, Twitch, listen to my show. You know what I mean? Back in the day, we would send demos out. We used to sell them on cassettes. You could laugh if you want. Now it's done like, video files and everything. But even then, I had mine on a disc, on a CD and stuff like that. And actually, one of the ones that I did was introducing Madden 2004. That was one of the, I would do like a Subway commercial or whatever it was and do different things. And you send that in to different advertisers. Now, the more shit you throw against the wall, the more sticks. That is the way, you're working the odds. That's the way it works. So you don't need, I'm not going to say you don't need YouTube. Obviously, you need a platform unless you have your own algorithm, you have your own server and everything else. I'm not saying that. There's millions and billions of people on there. It's a good thing. And I actually like YouTube. I watch it all the time, every day. A lot of people do when they're supposed to be at work or they're at work. But you could also leave it up to them, or you could have to go out. There's no rule that says you can't go after your own sponsors and stuff like that. So if the emphasis is on monetization, making money, why not take your own fate and take it into your own hands, at least partially? Don't leave it all up to anybody, not just YouTube, anyone. Do what you want to do. Do what you're good at. Do what you like. If you could do, and there was a lot of YouTubers that I've not spoke to directly, but that I know about, and they said the big thing for them was, okay, this was their big thing. If you could do what you do, whether you're getting paid or not, let's say you would love doing it and you're interested in it, whether it's a hobby, if it's more than a hobby, if this is your way of life, if you have the time and the means and everything that you can do all that. If you could do all that on the same level and have fun and have people come in and followers and subscribers and all that kind of stuff, if you would be okay if you didn't make any money, would you still do it? And if the answer is yes, then you would be successful when you do finally get paid for it. You see the difference? You shouldn't have to have that gap right there. Like, oh my God, when will I get enough of it? And you're talking to someone like me. I only have a few hundred people on YouTube. I have like 1,000 people in short amount of time on Twitter. Instagram, I got like hardly anyone. There's like 50 people because I don't really use it. TikTok, I'm new to. Facebook, we used to have Mean Machine Media, and we sold like the DVDs and websites and everything like that. So we have like 5,000 followers on our Facebook page, which they capped you or whatever. So, and Twitch and Kick, I'm new to. Only maybe, I don't know, 2 months, 2.5 months, 3 months. And already, it's starting to, but I'm enjoying it. It's been a pain in the friggin' ass between the audio and the video and getting a new laptop for this to make sure the frame rate's good and make sure this is good and get the cameras right, get the audio right, and get the microphones got to be pre-mined. You're going to be on which software do you use? Do you use OBS? Do you use Streamlabs OBS? Do you use Restream? Do you use all of them? Do you use Clipchamp? You know what I mean? How you're making your videos? Are you going to upgrade because you can't do a damn thing? You know what I mean? It's like you could breathe on here, but if you decide to blow your nose, you're going to have to upgrade. Well, what the hell's the point then? So it's not really free. It's the bare bones is free on any of these software or whatever. You got to try different ones out. It's going to cost you money, but it takes money to make money. So if you're at the end of the rainbow, if that's where you want to be, that you want to be monetized, that is your goal. If that's what motivates you, then go for it, man. A lot of people do. Some are successful, some aren't. Some are on their way, some are on their way down. I commend the people that they might or might not make money, and maybe they've been doing it for a while and they haven't done shit, because they don't know what to do, and they're trying to get watching all these YouTube videos on how to get better and how to get monetized, and there's a million of them out there. It reminds me of when back in the day when they said, place these tiny ads in newspapers and you'll be a millionaire. And they show like the yachts and the hot chicks on the boats and the houses and the cars and the jewelry. Stop it with that shit. It's like 1 in a million. Can it happen? Yeah, but that shouldn't be what motivates you. It's like losing weight, which I did. I just lost like 37 pounds. Not like tonight. I'm talking about in the last 90 days between keto and fasting. That's what I do. I did for health reasons. So the analogy that I'm making here is you should be trying to get healthy. And as a side thing or a catalyst to make it better, make yourself better, it's a side effect of getting healthier is losing the weight. You shouldn't go into, I have to lose weight so I can get healthy. No, you got to get healthy. And that's how you lose the weight. And I'm using this type of analogy for people to understand that it's not always about the money. Yeah, obviously, it'd be great. I plan on giving whatever I once I'm out of the red, I plan on giving at least 50% of whatever I might take in, and I will eventually. That's going to charity. It's good to give. It's all right if you don't know where you're going yet, but never lose sight of where you've been and where you come from. I mean that. Because then it's even that much more sweeter. Never lose sight of who you are and where you're from. But don't let that define you. Make your future. Don't allow other people to tell you that you can't. Now, you've probably heard that a million times. You're like, but it's so true. Every time you start to do well or something, there's always going to be people who try to bring you down. Misery loves company, all that other bullshit. Don't listen to the noise. That's what it is. It's noise. Ignore it. Do what you do. You'll be a lot happier. You're not going to get this time in your life back ever again, no matter how much health you have. Now, I should say how healthy you are, how much money you have, all those things. You cannot fight two things, and that's Mother Nature and Father Time, because they're both going to happen. Spend that time. Some people get the extreme. They go, oh, well, live every day like your last, because one day will be. I don't really look at it that way. Death is imminent. Doesn't mean we have to talk about it. Doesn't mean you have to think about it. Enjoy yourself now. Be with your family. Be with your friends. Make some money. Make a living. But don't let that define you. That's all I'm trying to say. To each his own. But if you're out there doing your thing and you only have like 20 followers, or me, I don't even have that many or anything yet. Do you think that stopped me? And cameras breaking and mics break and all this stuff? No, I'm resilient. Because I would be okay if I didn't make 1 penny. Maybe not financially, no. I'm okay. But I would be doing this either way. And that's why. That's one of the major reasons why you and I would be successful. Not that it didn't matter, but that's not what your motivation was. But if you get to the promised land, everybody's got a different path there. And the meme machine's on your side, baby. For all those that don't have a voice, for all those that maybe need to be motivated, maybe for those who are too shy or they feel unsafe or they're hesitant or they hold back or whatever. The meme machine is here to help, to encourage, and to give people a voice for those that don't have one or are unable to use it or utilize it properly, I should say. You have a friend here. I'm your guardian angel, and I'm not going to let anything bad happen to you. So you check in with the meme machine, and you always have a place to play. You know what I mean? It's all inclusive. And I love you guys, It really is. It's all good. Do what you do. Just do what you do. Do what you like doing. Do what you love doing. And if you don't know what that is, because I couldn't figure it out for a while, it was right under my nose the whole time. And I got a big nose. I didn't see it. I was doing it this whole time. Maybe you are too. I don't know. You miss every shot you don't take. So take your shot. Take as many as you need to. People say all the time, oh, you got to get. It's not about falling down. It's not about getting knocked down. It's about having the courage, the wherewithal, the gumption, and the heart, most importantly, the heart, to get back up and keep rolling, baby. Just roll. That is how you succeed. It's not measured by your wallet, it's measured by your heart. Don't forget that. If you've heard that before, great. If you haven't, well, now you've heard it. Now you stick with the Meme Machine, man. We'll take you to the promised land. No doubt. But anyway, I don't want to get too hot and heavy and everything. Like I said, I don't want to get too dark, especially on a hump day on a Wednesday night. I was just trying to give you some motivation out there for the people that, I want to get monetized. Oh, these people, I want to do this. I want to do. Then just do it, man. Like Nike, just do it. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't. I know you've heard that before, but honestly, if you didn't make a dime and you're still doing what you love doing and you like it, then you are a winner immediately. Before Jump Street, right from the get-go, you're a winner. That'll come later. Don't gauge your success or your self-worth on what other people are telling you. I don't care if it's YouTube. I don't care if it's people out there on different platforms or people that are at work or someone that you meet in the friggin' store. They always have some shit to say, right? They should turn that inward and be worried about themselves. So you worry about you. Take your future into your hands because that's the safest place for it. That's all I'm saying. If this is what you do, then do it. You don't have to copy people or do this or do that. If you like doing a certain thing, I'm a broadcaster. I'm a DJ. I did it for years and years, over 26 years. And then I took an 11-year hiatus and I did other things. And now I'm back. And the streaming was new to me. We didn't have that then. Or it was in its infancy. We didn't have cell phones back then, any of that stuff. And I did what I did. And I enjoyed it. And sometimes I made shitty money. And then other times I made a lot of money. But that's not what motivated me. I'm sitting here today because I didn't give up and because I love what I do. It's just a different venue. You're still you, no matter where you go. There you are. Anyway, we'll keep the hot and heavy stuff for when I'm on satellite radio on Saturday. Tonight's just streaming. We do have some followers that we got in tonight. I wanted to say thank you. Thanks for checking in with the Meme Machine. You're all welcome here. Everybody. Movies, music, pop culture, sports, whatever it is. We do trivia. We talk about Madden. We do dad jokes. We talk about music, past, present, and future, different types of music. And, of course, sports. NFL, Major League Baseball, hockey, basketball, whatever. Underwater basket weaving. I don't give a shit. Whatever it is that you like, you type in one of these chats. Now, I took it off of the chat. It used to be only followers or subscribers could type in the chat. I took that off. You want to subscribe? Great. You want to follow? Great. And then it leads to something, subscribe on either YouTube or Twitch or Kick. Cool. You want to check out the content and see if you like me and the sound of my lovely voice, then you do that. I'm just glad you're here because I'm going to do my thing no matter what. And that appeals to a lot of people. Maybe it doesn't to some. Who gives a shit? You're doing your thing, and so am I. So if you're going to spend time here, we don't have to be here for a long time to be here for a good time. Kabish? You understand? That's the way I feel about it. I truly feel that way. But we got a lot of followers and subscribers today on YouTube. Thank you so much. In a short period of time, almost 1,000 followers on since we reactivated just a little over 60 days on Twitter, which is where I post everything, which same handle on everything. It's at mememachine973. So if you want to email us, it's mememachine973@outlook.com. The toll-free number that we're going to use that will be active on Saturday night, that's when I have it turned on when the engineers are here, is 833-777-MEAN, MEAN. For those that are too lazy, it's 6326 is the last four. But you only heard that once. You're going to have to rewind this. And that would be the number. But we can still do trivia tonight, too. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. We could do music. I have like different picture stuff I could put up there and say, hey, what Super Bowl was this? Or whatever. There's $5, $10, and $20 questions. I pay it out via Cash App or Venmo. PayPal has been asking for way too. They keep raising their rates and everything. Fine, go forget about PayPal. So either you come by my home studio, which you're not allowed to get through the gate. So you would do it, and I would pay it out right then and there. I got it forwarded right to my phone, and I will pay you out if you win. Or you could try to stump me and still win. No, I'm not the greatest, but I'm good. I'm real good, especially with football. But whatever you guys want to do, I'm just a vehicle that gets you what you want. So we'll talk about you, what you want to talk about. It's not about me. I'm here for you. It's dealer's choice, and you're the dealers. I just want it to be fun, and I'll reiterate. I'll say again what I said earlier. You know, we haven't been here a long time, but we're here for a good time. And what's wrong with that? In this day and age, if you want to just sit back and laugh and be entertained a little bit of sarcasm, a little bit of funny stuff and jokes, maybe win some trivia, learn some stuff, talk about sports, whatever your thing is. You have the draft coming up for the NFL. You got Madden with they're dropping all sorts of get cards every other day, or every day, I should say. The trade block will be up on Madden until the day you die. It'll be there forever. No, I'm kidding. I don't know how long it's going to be there. Who gives a shit? Play the game. Games are supposed to be fun. Have we lost sight of that? I think some people have lost sight of that. Sometimes I do too. I went down that rabbit hole a long time. Oh, I got to get this, and I got to get coins, and I got to do this, and I got to get these guys. It's supposed to be fun. Whether you're playing online, head to head, or just the solo stuff, and you have your guys and your upgrade, it's supposed to be fun. It's a game. Isn't that what it's for? You know, and then you have all these Warren Buffetts that come out. Oh my God, the market is going up, and then the training. But shut the. That's fine. Okay, and stop saying I'm a no money spent. I cannot stand those people. I like everybody really, but some of these people, I'm a no money spent guy. Right. You have 260 million. So that means you played and grinded for all that this year. What do you think? We're stupid? Of course you are, one way or another. Then there's the other ones that are hypocrites. They go, no money spent. We don't do that here. And then they do an ad for like mud packs or something like that where people get coins. Well, what the fuck? Well, which one is it, man? Is it hot or cold? You living in the North Pole or the South Pole? Pick one because they're both cold. Anyway, I don't really care. To each his own. I'm not on anyone's side with that or whatever. You play what you want. I like playing the game. I like the show too. I'm going to start playing that more now that it's baseball season. And I love Madden. Madden's great. I've been playing since it was on Sega back before microtransactions when you could be the older teams. Remember the 85 Bears versus the 72 Dolphins versus the 78 Steelers? That was fun. The 1989 49ers, whatever it was. You didn't have to pay for that shit. And the graphics aren't that much better now. In 2023, this is the best we could do. It looks like an 8-year-old put these graphics together. I walk through people. You ever play and then you walk right through the guy like the movie Ghost? What the hell is that shit? That's the best they could do, huh? If that's the best they could do, we're in big trouble. It's bullshit. Of course they could do better. They don't have any, there's no reason for them to be. They have no motivation to get any better. They have the market cornered. They have the market, with the NFL. They're the only ones that can make NFL games. So there's not motivation. And I'm sure that the NFL is just as guilty. They want a game every year. They want you to belt out a new game every year, EA. We don't care if it's any better. Just change some shit around. Bring back some old stuff. Tell them it's new. And then hide everything behind microtransaction, which is not micro about it. And then bring the trade block up because people are getting coins other ways because we're trying to screw them. But we're the only ones that are allowed to screw them, not anyone else. Oh, well, thank you so much. My ass doesn't know the difference, okay? Jesus Christ. Some of this stuff would just all drive you crazy. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be a release. It's supposed to be to lose yourself in that for a little while, get away from reality. Don't make that reality. It's a freaking game. At the end of the day, it's a game. That's why it's called a gaming console. Capiche? Anyway. Alexa, turn second light red. It's just, I just like to give different viewpoints. And of course, I can only give mine, but I'm sure a lot of people disagree. And maybe a lot of people do agree. Either way, I'm going to say what I say because I'm an individual and you should be the same way. You don't have to agree with everything I have to say. It'd be nice if you did, though. Anyway, hope you're doing good on this hump day, hump evening. We went on around 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We usually only go till about midnight on Wednesday. It's Saturdays is when we do the live streaming along with doing a live broadcast on satellite radio. That's what I do. And I wanted to thank Lydia again for sending me those mean stuff, the Meme Machine shirt, the Mean Joe Green shirt, I should say, the bobblehead. Just give me a little bobblehead. Yeah, I'll show you. It's still in the original packaging. Look at that. Remember that from the old Coca-Cola commercial? Mean Joe Green? Hey, kid, catch. Right, Mean Joe? I don't want to take him out of the box. Check. Check this out. This lady sent me this too. It's from, I think, 97, 1998. Still mint in the package. Sent me that because it's mean. Anything mean, I want it. And Mean Joe Green was like my hero. Love that guy. Hall of Famer. I don't have the shirt here. It's being checked. No, I'm only kidding. It's I wear it on Saturday. I wear all different stuff. I wear Yankee stuff. I got Steelers stuff. Whatever. But that was really nice. For Lydia from Massachusetts. Send it to this Jersey boy here. So a heartfelt thank you. Love you, Lydia. And thank you. I get emails all the time. I should read some of these. They're funny. Some are odd. Some are funny and odd. Some are just out, just drop, just nuts. Like I have it here. Yes, I still print out emails. Don't make fun of me. That's what I do. So let me read some of these. These are funny actually. So here we go. Hey, Meme Machine, how's it going, bro? Good. Thank you for asking. Caught the show last Saturday. I'm glad you got a new mic. Yeah, I kind of ruined that one. I like the trivia. I like the fact that it's not just sports, it's all different things. I'm sure that's not easy to do. Rock on. I just became a subscriber today after watching you. I subscribed on YouTube. Oh, well, and it's not, I don't give the guy's full name or whatever. This is John. Is that John? Oh, John, like Jon, John. From Minneapolis, Minnesota. Well, thanks, John. I appreciate it. I appreciate you listening and watching, or both. And I think he follows me on Twitter as well. At Meme Machine 973. That's our Twitter feed. You should go on there and follow because I put all the updates for all the different shows and what we're going to be doing on certain days and what we're going to have on like what trivia or what this, but the subject could change. There's no rules about that. Whatever you guys want to talk about, it's fine with me. If the hot chick across the street from you is mowing the lawn and she's wearing white, I need to know about these things. Do you understand what I mean? It doesn't always have to be sports. I'm just kidding. No, actually, I want to know about that. But I told you about the James Bond thing the other day. If you caught the show from Saturday, that was kind of funny actually. When I spun the wheel and I landed on stupid people, and I was talking about the guy that was asking how much stuff was in the dollar store, like people started shitting their pants. It was like funny as hell. I thought it was funny too, which of course doesn't matter what I think. It matters what you think. Let's change the room. Ready? Nice. Boom. See, because we're on a delay there. So I'm in my home studio in beautiful northern New Jersey. And nobody really comes to Jersey other than three reasons. I don't know why. We have good pizza and everything. Number one, you live here. Number two, you have family here. Or number three, you're under subpoena. Other than those reasons, you don't come to New Jersey. And that's fine because there's already enough traffic and we don't give a shit. I'm just kidding. Well, not really, but this is the sign of the times, baby. That's the way it goes. Anyway, getting back to the emails before I get totally off the track here, totally derailed, which I tend to do. That was from John in Minneapolis. So I get a lot of stuff, a lot of emails, a lot of correspondence from Illinois, Michigan, and Ohio, and even Texas. A lot of Texas too. Not really so much like West Coast, and like some trickle in from California and Arizona, places like that. But it's mostly East Coast, I guess, because of the time zone. Now I used to do it at 8:00 p.m. on Saturdays. Talk to the studio director and different engineers and managers and everything, and we decided to move it back to 9 p.m. to accommodate more people on the West Coast. I mean, that's fine. It's only an hour. Anyway, so this email says, "Dear me, hey, Meme Machine, I remember you telling everyone where you got the name, but I forgot." And that's it. She just ends the email just like that. Len D from Rockville. I think this is Rockville. I don't know. I can't read my own handwriting. Not that I didn't write the email. I'm just saying I wrote little excerpts on it. I can't read the shit. Rockville, Rock Center. He's by the rocks. It could be Colorado for all I know. All right. So anyway, To answer your question, Len D, was it Len Dawson? Pseudonames work. It's a cross between Mean Joe Green, who was one of my favorite players growing up. Obviously, I'm a Steeler fan. And the movie The Longest Yard from 1974, the one with Burt Reynolds was in, where in the movie, if you saw it, even the remake one, the name of the football team that the prisoners were was called the Mean Machine. So it was Mean Machine, Mean Joe Green, the Mean Machine. The 973 is my height and weight. No, the 973 is our area code. There was a movie that came out, I don't know, it was about soccer, some bullshit from 2000 or 2001 or something called the Mean Machine. Whatever it was, we needed to distinguish. People would search for us and that shit would come up and like, well, that's not you. Or is this you? I'm like, no, I wasn't in that movie. I wasn't in any that I'm aware of. Except for home movies. Those are the best and they pay the best. Anyway, so we put the 973 in there to distinguish us from them because I'm really a genius. That was what I came up with. I had like 8 seconds to make a decision. Pick a category. All right, well, I did sports, but I like movies, music, and everything pop culture and different types of music, obviously. But you have to have one category. They won't let you pick. First of all, the algorithm doesn't know where the hell to send your content and who to send it to if they don't. They can't. So I probably have that. It's probably conflicting, but I don't care because it's not all about that. It's about having fun. I said it once before, and I'll say it again. We haven't been here a long time, but we're here for a good time, and that's what's important. That's all I'm saying. Well, that's not all I'm saying, but that's a valid point, I should say. So anyway, if you want to do some trivia, you would have to type in one of the chats, either the you know what? And I apologize for the guy that was talking to me in the chat on Kick, Jaron. I'm sorry about that. I used to watch the NBA. I did not see it. I had the overlapping frames on here, and I did not see the chat on there. I apologize. So I don't know if you're still there or not, but my apologies. Jaron Jackson Jr. That's 3 J's. Triple J, baby. Used to watch the NBA. I watch a little bit of basketball. I follow it a little bit, especially now, during the playoffs and everything. Seems to be that Golden State wins or something like every year. I heard the Knicks are getting better. I'm guessing that you like the NBA. I used to like the Sixers a long time ago, years and years ago. He was a big Dr. J fan. And those were great games. The Sixers versus the Celtics and Larry Bird and those guys versus Magic Johnson and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and the Lakers and everything. And then even later on, like that was the 80s. And then like after that with like Kobe and Shaq and all that. And those were great games, But basketball is not really my thing. I prefer, I do like hockey. I like the Rangers in hockey. Even though the Devils don't play too far from here. Always been a Ranger fan. NFL and MLB. So I'm a Yankee fan. And I am a Steeler fan. And I like the Giants too, but I'm a diehard Steeler fan, obviously. But I like talking about all different sports and all different teams. And I love sports and I love music and I love movie quotes. And, like I said, whatever you guys want to talk about, it's cool with me. No problem there. Yeah, and I apologize. I didn't have that chat open. It was overlaid. I just saw a corner of it. I'm like, oh, shit. I didn't see that. Remember, I'm watching not just one chat. I'm watching 4 different ones, plus what's going on YouTube and Twitter. I did not go on Facebook tonight. I saved that for the weekends because they're paying. So nothing too crazy on a Wednesday night. Like I said, it's the middle of the week. It's hump day. We're just chilling. So if you want to come and hang out with us, you could do that. Stay as long as you like. Go until I end the stream. I was going to take a break around midnight anyway. Appreciate the new followers. Thank you very much. New subscribers, especially on YouTube. That exploded today. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. We're on to something here, and we are gaining ground slowly, going through growing pains and baby steps and everything else in between. And I know it's of paramount importance that we have a regular schedule. So as it is standing right now, it's Wednesday nights between 9 and 12 is live stream on the different platforms. You could catch me on Twitch. We're rocking it on Kick. And then I'll always be on YouTube and then Twitter. On Saturday nights between 9 and 12, or sometimes we go even later than that. If the trivia goes over and people are winning and everybody's engaged in it, then we go a little bit longer. That's fine. You got to keep in mind that that's going to be every Saturday. Now, that is a live broadcast, satellite radio, which while I'm streaming as well. So it's kind of both, best of both worlds. So Wednesday nights, 9 to 12, streaming. 9 to 12 or beyond on Saturday nights. And this is all Eastern Standard Time. This is New York time. And we love to have you. Everybody's welcome. There's nobody that, oh, I don't know a lot about sports, or I'm into music more, or I prefer movies. But you're all welcome here. Everybody has a voice. All opinions are welcome. And it's inclusive of everyone, male, female, white, black, Chinese. I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. We all like one or all of those different subjects. And that's why I keep it that way. It's under the subject of sports because I had to pick a platform. I had to pick a category. They wouldn't let you pick several of them. But we change and we flip-flop and go back and forth to all different things. We do trivia on whatever you guys want. We will spin the wheel on whatever you want to do. We will talk about whatever subjects you want. It is a talk show. But there's no rules. Just sit up straight and fly right. That's it. And don't tug on Superman's cape. Those are really only rules. Or like another good streamer said, if you're going to be weird, at least be funny. I prefer both. I am going to take a break because I still do stuff in. I am on a 4-second. I think it's 4-second delay. Normally on Saturdays it's a 7-second delay to comply with FCC rules for radio. So, because when you're on the airwaves, you have to comply with the FCCs. In other words, Big Brother and the government's watching you. Me, not you. Or maybe they're watching. I don't know. The IRS is around, isn't they? Anyway, going to take a break now. Going to take 5 minutes to take a pause for the cause, make my bladder gladder, and I'll be back with the crack, that kind of thing. So if you're enjoying just hanging out and have a subject that you want to talk about, the NFL draft, Major League Baseball season, Madden, new movies that came out. Anybody see Creed 3? I heard it sucked, but I got to see it at least once. Anything that Stallone was ever involved in, he's like my hero. I got to see it at least once. I don't know if you feel the same way, but that's how I feel about it. Anyway, I'll be back in 5. Chill out, and I'll do probably another half hour, 45 minutes when I get back. All right. So we will leave you with B&B Boys. Be back in 5. wouldn't say anything. Uh-huh. All right. Good night, Vincent. I'll see you. What are your hours tomorrow? Okay. All right, good night. All right. All right, we're good. All right, just took a quick break, and now we're back, or I'm back. You've been here, and thanks for those who hung out. Like I said, we usually wrap it up around this time on when we're just doing a regular streaming, which is on Wednesday nights, but on Saturday is when we're live on satellite radio, and starting after May 1st, I'll be on iHeartRadio. So that's cool. I figured I would ditch the sunglasses for right this second. Anyway, and a special thanks out there. I mean, really great. It exploded, in my opinion, on YouTube today. I got a ton of followers, more than 100 in one day. Subscribers, I should say. And we got some new followers too. And we have some new ones on Twitter every day. And my handle is the same on everything, which is at Meme Machine 973. Same handle on everything, at Meme Machine 973. Don't really have a website because I don't really need one anymore. But if you want to drop us a line, it's Meme Machine 973 at outlook.com. For Saturday night, make note of this. For the trivia, for people that call in, the toll-free number, because we have people that call in from Australia and Canada and Mexico and places like that, even Japan, which is kind of cool. So we try to get the Meme Machine to go worldwide, baby. That number is toll-free. It's 833-777-MEAN, MEAN. Go figure, right? No, it's a vanity number. Anyway, so that's what we have with that. So we'll be spinning the wheel. We do Cash App and we do Venmo. That's how we pay it out. We pay it out right then and there. The engineer will be here, my cousin Vinny, little Timmy, and a surprise guest. Beautiful female, too, by the way. Will be here on Saturday. Her name is Terry, and I will post a picture of her. She said that was okay. Beautiful lady. And somehow agreed, even though the show's not big right now. You know, we haven't been here for a long time, but we're here for a good time type of thing. I'm going to post it on Twitter. She said it was okay. And she's a model. So I don't give a shit what she has to say. Really. No, I'm kidding. I mean, it'll be cool. So she'll be in the same room, which will be nice, in my home studio. And we will be live on AM/FM band radio, satellite radio, and iHeartRadio soon. Right now we're on YouTube. And I took it off of Facebook for tonight. So we were on Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, Kick, those type of platforms. We do that all at the same time, whether it's Restream or Streamlabs or whatever I use for that particular night. Alexa, turn First Light blue. You know, it's different things. It's movies, it's music, it's sports, it's whatever. We can talk about Madden. We can talk about the lady with the tight shirt that ran into you from across the street. I need to know about these things. You know, whatever. Anything that you want. Do you think it's fun? You know, I'm not a gamer. I'm a DJ. For a very, very long time. After 11-year hiatus, I'm back. So I'm new to streaming, kind of. I'm not new to broadcasting. And I brought my voice with me. So trying to be your voice of choice. That's the way it works. So get a lot of compliments on my voice. So thank you. These are my pipes and I use them well. I don't have any gain on. I don't have any compression on. There's a different microphone. It doesn't even have that capability on it because I broke the Shure one rather easily. So until that gets repaired or we get the right micro USB or whatever the hell, I'm using this one. This one's not bad, though. It's not bad. So it's picking up my natural voice. And this is it. Got the pipes, baby. If you got them, use them. Smoke them if you got them. You know what I mean? That's what we're doing here. And forgive me, I keep moving because the different cameras, they pop on, they pop off. And Yes, I have a low gravelly voice. Thank you. Somebody was typing in one of the chat rooms there. And like I said, forgive me, I keep moving away because I have screens over here, screens over there, and I'm checking this out, I'm checking that out. And yes, I can put she likes the sunglasses, so I'll put them on. And another shout out to Jaron Jackson Jr., Triple J there. Yes, I do watch some NBA, but that's not really my big thing. It's mostly football and baseball. I like hockey too. NBA, haven't really been engaged with it in a very long time. I do, follow it, but lately I've been watching, what the different moves that the Steelers and other teams are making right before the draft. Stuff that everybody's doing on Madden. Things that are been transpired now that we're 2 weeks into the new season for baseball. People are getting injured already. It's freaking April, man. Jeez. Half the people that, especially if you're playing fantasy sports and you're like all, happy and you did your draft, whether it's, baseball, whatever that you do, your rotisserie league or whatever the hell it is. And it's kind of weird because then if someone gets hurt, then you're screwed. Then you got to trade him. You got to put him on waivers. You got to put him on injury reserve, IR, or whatever it is. These people can't even make it to the friggin' All-Star break. Forget about getting out of May. It's still April and people are hurt already. But, that's the way the cookie crumbles. I guess that's what they say. Anyway, so there's a lot of sports going on at the same time. You got the NBA playoffs are starting, the hockey playoffs, everything, the draft. I mean, a lot of good things all at the same time. It's simultaneous. So, and there's never a low amount, or I should say, there's always a bountiful and plentiful amount of things to talk about that are in the news, whether it's pop culture, whether it's music based, whether it's movies, but there's always sports. I mean, geez, stuff's on constantly. You know what I mean? I like Good Morning. Was it Good Morning Football? It's on the NFL channel. I don't know if you have. I don't have cable. I have YouTube TV, so I have it. It's like a live stream there. They're pretty good, even in off season where you think maybe it's downtime or it's boring or something like that. No, it's pretty good. They talk about everything too, but during the football season, it's even better. During the playoffs and leading up to the Super Bowl, that was really cool. I liked it. I thought it was decent. Anyway, you should check that out. If you have the NFL channel, if you can watch that online or on your TV or whatever it is. That however you get your jollies. But yeah. Good Morning Football. It's pretty good. It's not bad. I like the old classic NFL stuff like NFL Classic or ESPN Classic. They play a lot of the older games and stuff like that. They don't do that as much anymore. It's like MTV. Yay, we play videos and it was great and everything. And now we don't play videos anymore. So it's not really music TV. Who cares about reality TV? This is Jersey. I can step right outside my front door and there's a slap of reality in your face. I don't need to watch a show about it. Jersey, sure. The guys aren't even from Jersey. They're from Staten Island. It's New York. Now, contrary to popular demand, it's not the same thing. Okay. On a map, it doesn't seem far, but believe me, it's like a galaxy far, far away. There's difference between New York and New Jersey. Pizza's different. People are different. The highways are different. Everything's different. One thing we could all agree on, everything is expensive as hell. It's crazy. I mean, unless you don't plan on eating, then you could save a couple of bucks each month, no matter how well or go to bed you're doing. Little Timmy was running around. You don't see little Timmy, and the reason why is, wait for it, he's little. Hello, motherfucker. Hi. He's adorable. Anyway. Yeah, so that's it. So, we did a little bit of trivia earlier, and we got the wheel. You'll see it. It's behind me over there. It's actually pretty cool. I call it the Wonder Wheel, and it's got different things that I wrote on there. There's 12 things on there, slots, if you will, or whatever categories. Two of them. Oh, there's a lot of trivia. There's like at least 6 trivia on there, and then if you add in the 2 stump me ones, that's considered trivia too. Except if it lands on that, you would have to stump me with a question, and if you win, we pay you that way rather than the other way around. Like I might do something like this. You ready? So I might say, all right, I'm going to flash this picture for 5, 6, 7 seconds, whatever it is. And you would have to tell me which Super Bowl it was and who was the MVP. And then something like this would come up on your screen. And that ain't it. Like something like this. Sorry. That's pretty cool, though. It's animal. So there you go. Now, it's not just about the Steelers, even though I'm a Steeler fan. It could be anything. And you would say, oh, well, that's Super Bowl 14, and the MVP was, it should have been John Stallworth, but it should have been, but it was Terry Bradshaw. Something like that, and you would win. Or something like this, some a little bit newer, I guess you could say, from the late 90s. We could change it to something like that. All right, so what Super Bowl is that? That's that famous helicopter play. That's obviously John Elway. It's Broncos, obviously, and Green Bay. That was January of 98. So that was Super Bowl. Then you would have to say what it was. And who was the MVP? Some people get stumped on this one, believe it or not. So they'll say, oh, it was Super Bowl 32 and the MVP was John Elway. That is incorrect. Elway didn't even have that great of a game, like throwing wise. He only threw for like 100-something yards. The MVP was Terrell Davis in that. That was the game where he had like really bad. Terrell Davis had really bad. He was a running back, in case you didn't know. He would get bad migraines and they were splitting him. And so he could barely see, like tears in his eyes and everything. So they said, Mike Shanahan, the coach at the time of Denver, actually said this later on. He says, well, we need you to go in there. So, we're trying to win a championship. Up to that point, Denver hadn't won, and they were like 0-4 in Super Bowls or whatever. 3 with Elway that they lost, and 1 prior to that in the 70s to Dallas. They lost Super Bowl 12. Anyway, they put him in as a decoy, and the Green Bay defense would key on him, and then he would be able to do other things. But he scored a couple of touchdowns. He had a great game. He deserved it. Finally, John Elway had a running back. He didn't have to do everything on his own and just drop back passing, and he would get his ass kicked in these Super Bowls, whether it was the Giants or the Redskins, you know what I mean, or the 49ers. He got beat up by they were like just blowouts, each one of them. It wasn't even a fun game to watch, especially that 49ers one. It was like 55-10. Remember that? Jesus Christ. Surprise. And they scored the first 10 points, and that was it. Boom, done. Against Washington, I think. Yeah. Anyway, up to that point, they hadn't won anything, so they put him in like that. But he finally had a running back that could bear the burden and bear the load for him, and that opened up play action passing. That opened up a lot more because they didn't know if he was going to go back a bit. Not necessarily anymore. But that picture that I showed, I'll show it again. It meant so much to John Elway. He wanted to win this Super Bowl. Remember, Green Bay at the time was the defending champions. They had won the year before against the Patriots in Super Bowl 31. This is a 37-year-old man at the time, starting quarterback John Elway, right? And this is that helicopter play. You got 3 guys, 4, but 3 guys right there, and he got hit by 2 of them. He put his head down trying to get that first down. He didn't have to do it. He could have went out of bounds. He could have slid. He said, He wanted to win this game so badly that he put his head down and he friggin' gave it everything. And he got flipped around. That man wanted to win that game, and I'm glad that they did. I don't even like Denver or Green Bay. I'm not, I don't hate them like I hate Dallas. But the point being is that he really had the heart. He wanted that one so bad. And when you want something bad enough, it is true that you eventually will get it. Don't give up. Don't ever give up. Never quit. Keep going. Keep dusting yourself off. Dust yourself off and keep trying, getting up again. That's what makes all the difference in your life. It did for me anyway. I have every reason to just say, fuck it, and just crawl in a ball and die type of thing. And that's how I felt several times in my life. One quite recently, as a matter of fact. But I didn't give up. And I kept being resilient. And I summoned up the meme machine in me. That's who I am. That's my alter ego. Like Stallone is Rocky or Rambo. I'm the meme machine. And you bust through to the other side. That's where the real cheesecake is, baby. You know what I mean? Keep going forward. You miss every shot you don't take. Don't forget that. Anyway, I'm still stuck on why meteorologists are weathermen, but people that study meteors aren't meteorologists. What the hell does everything have to be so complicated for? Well, it is for me anyway. I don't know. Now I'm getting old and cranky. I used to be just cranky. Anyway, so we're going to have fun on Saturday, and I appreciate the people that stopped by tonight. New followers, plenty of subscribers that came in today on YouTube. Thank you so much. The Meme Machine thanks you. Spending time with me means a lot to me. And we want to be inclusive of everyone because we want you to be part of it. I want to hear what you have to say. I'm not important. You're important. I'm here for you guys. That's what it's all about. You know what I mean? To have something inclusive where you could talk about this and debate it, or you have a beef with something, or you have an issue with this, or this is what you really like, and you wish this would be different, but you're glad this is the same or the way it is, or this is the way it used to be, or this is the way it could be. Whatever the case may be, we're open to all of that. It is inclusive. You will be heard here. You'll have a voice. Your opinion counts. It doesn't mean that I'm always going to agree with you. And that's what makes you individual, but that's what makes it fun. What's wrong with everything that's going on in this life? And it's a crazy world right now. It has been for quite a while, even before COVID, you know? If you could take a little time out for yourself, just to enjoy and have somebody else do the talk, like this is what I do. What's wrong with that? A little fun, a little trivia, maybe make a couple bucks, learn something that you didn't know, hear other people's take on things that maybe you didn't think of. Because I'll tell you what, in this day and age as well, let me just tell you one more thing. If you give people a chance to talk, if you hear them out, genuinely hear them out, don't just go, oh, yeah, okay, I'll listen to it, and then you just ignore it. No, if you are actually listening to what they have to say, you might surprise yourself that you have more in common with them than you thought. And I don't mean like on the main street, like, oh, yeah, he's a Giants fan, and so am I. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about on a completely different level, whole completely different ballgame. And that is a metaphor for how you should do things in life. Analogies aside or whatever. Hear people out. You might have more in common with them than you think. It's so different. We're all human beings, Everyone looks different, talks different, acts different, is different ages, whatever. People are individuals, so everybody needs to be heard. You can't have one guy do all the talking for one group. I don't believe in that shit. That's crazy. Everybody should be heard, and you will get the chance to do that. I can't control other rooms. I can control mine. And I promise you that you have a friend with the Meme Machine, so you are always welcome here. Don't be afraid. I'm here to give people that don't have a voice, and to include people that maybe were cast aside or were not felt that they were included or part of anything, where they went into different rooms or they were bullied or whatever it was, or maybe ridiculed, whatever. That's not going to happen to you here. I guarantee it. So I'm not on a crusade or anything like I said before. And this is not like, I'm not somebody's guardian angel. But if that's the way you want to look at it, fine. I'm very comfortable in my own skin. Therefore, I'm able to do one of two things. A, go after people because I'm comfortable, or B, help people. Bring them along. I decided I'm B a long time ago. And I'm a happier man because of it. Maybe you should do that too if you're not already doing it. And if you are, good for you. God bless you. You know what I mean? Everybody deserves a chance to be inclusive. We're all being put on this earth. It's supposed to be to help one another, right? Well, the best way to help people, if that's what you really want to do, is listen to what they have to say. Their thoughts and feelings on different subjects. Maybe they vary from your own. Maybe they're the same, but at least you'll know. Because that connects everybody. I don't care who you are, what color you are, what sports you like, if you're male, female, it doesn't matter. That does not matter. What matters is that we're all different, but yet in certain ways, in certain aspects, we're all the same. We're the same species. We're the same, Give it a chance. You could do that here. Meme Machine doesn't go after people. Oh my God, the Meme Machine is going to make fun of people. He's going to curse. But I don't do any of that stuff. I curse sometimes. I have to. I'm an Italian from Jersey. That's part of our nomenclature. But I wanted to keep a broad audience, a vast audience. And that's how you do it, by having people feel inclusive, part of something. It's not my show. It's your show. I'm just a conductor. Somebody's got to conduct it. Someone's got to drive the bus, I'm up for that if you are. Any fish you wish, baby. Anyway, we'll talk about sports. We're going to have a lot of fun on Saturday. So let me just drop all these once again. At Meme Machine 973. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. We're not really on that much. I post on Facebook. On Twitter daily, multiple times actually. It's easier for me because I could do it from my phone if I want to or whatever. I put funny memes on there. I do show updates, what trivia we're going to do, what's the subject matter going to be tonight, which changes. It varies. We went on talking about Super Bowls and we ended up talking about kits or whatever. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, keep in mind that even though that changes, the times won't. So right now it's Wednesday nights, Eastern Standard Time, 9 p.m. to about 12. Well, we went a little bit later tonight, 12 or whenever. We don't have a last call here. We probably should, keep 2 feet on the wheel and that kind of thing. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. I remember saying that a million times. And then Saturdays is 9 p.m. as well, Eastern Standard Time, New York time. And we go a little bit later on there sometimes too, but that's normally set up for 9 to 12. And that's a live broadcast. That is a live broadcast that we're streaming during the live broadcast Wednesdays. And then we're going to add some more time slots and everything. Could be something during the day, but it's mostly going to be nighttime for me anyway. And I'm your host. I am the Meme Machine. Make no mistake. I'm the real deal, baby. Anyway, I want to thank the followers that we got and the followers that we already have and the new subscribers that we have and all that stuff. You're all important to me because you made a conscious decision. Thank you. I appreciate that. I mean that. And then we're going to grow. We're going to balloon. We're going to get bigger. And it's going to be fun. So take that ride with us. Look, it's a train. The Meme Machine is a train. There's 3 things with a train. You either get on the train, get out of the way of the train, or get run over by the train. One way or another, the train's coming through, baby. And the front of that train says the Meme Machine. Want to thank everybody. Appreciate it. God bless. We will see you. Check our Twitter feed at Meme Machine 973. Our email, mememachine973 at outlook.com. Our toll-free number, 833-777-MEME. And Saturday night, 9 p.m., be here with the Meme Machine. We're going to have Terry, our surprise guest. Little Timmy's going to come by. My cousin Vinny, the engineer, will be here. You got your regs, the different people coming in from Twitch and Kick and chatter from different platforms and everything. It's going to be fun. Plus, that's live AM/FM band radio. So you can be part of that too. See, I've included everybody and everything. It's not my thing. It's our thing. That's it. So have a good night. Glad you spent your hump day with me, or at least part of it anyway. Check us out on Twitter. Like I said, follow us on there. If you like our content, subscribe on it's free on YouTube at Meme Machine 973. We enjoy everybody. And we're going to partake. We're giving out the money and we're giving out the cash for the trivia and everything else. Not because we're rich, but because we want to keep people here, because we want to have a place for people to go for something a little bit different, a different type of talk show where it's inclusive of everyone and everything. That is what the Meme Machine is. Have a good night. Be safe out there. Be good to each other. Take care. Say a prayer. Comb your hair. I'll see you there. And don't forget my moniker. If you can't be nice, be mean. Peace. See you Saturday night. Good night.